pick up from that point.
Are we? Sure.
Maybe we are, maybe we're not. Maybe I'll just say you're just going to sit in the corner and be quiet, which I know you won't.
You think you
Quiet?
can...
What?
You laugh. You think you can make me be the quiet.
I
The
can. I can mute you.
funny. You are so funny. You listen to the man. He thinks he can quiet the voices.
Yep.
I
Alright,
hear a
so we're going
person.
to...
Hello, person. Nah.
So we're going to pick up roughly where we left off, which was um the fact that
Testing.
y'all welcome
One,
back,
two, three.
Blur.
that Naya had
Heyo.
gotten this that y'all had gotten this information. Naya had left the room to go find Clarice and discuss with her about
Clarice.
this. So Naya is off screen.
Haven't I ever mentioned how much I fucking hate playing IT?
Get
You're
over it.
extremely quiet.
I kind of have to be right now.
Aw, why? What did you do?
I did nothing. It's the fact that I'm downstairs.
Did you spill soda on your computer again?
No, I did not.
Not this time.
You sure?
I'm
It's okay if you
positive.
did.
And it
It's
was hot chocolate.
It's okay if you did.
That's not any better.
The best of us have done it before. I've never done it. I should say this. I've never done it. But I'm amazing and I'm a god and I'm... Men want to be me. Women want to be with me. Okay. It's okay. We
Sorry,
all
hairball.
understand. We all understand the limitations of being friends with someone.
Achoo! Achoo! Sorry, I'm allergic
just-
to bullshit. Achoo! Achoo!
When did Shig learn to do fire? What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is... What universe did I wake up in today? Did sleeping in my fucking store...
Welcome to
an alternate universe where Shig knows how to insult people? What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, but that was fucking hilarious.
What?
That was hilarious. Anyway,
Who are you and where's my Shiggery?
Well, to be fair, he's from California, so...
oh
No, that doesn't matter. This is not him.
No. Let me finish. Anyway, half of him is already on fire.
Oh, shit.
damn! We are starting this session with shots fired. Oh my!
A burn.
That's should burn a great deal.
Oh, I can smell that flesh from here.
Oh, shit, stop cooking then.
Burnt Guatemalan, not so good.
Uh, so we're starting with the trash talk and the shots fired being real.
Jesus,
No,
man.
it's not down here.
All right, I'm gonna move us real
I
quick.
will not.
Oh, I didn't
we
know
have a thing for that.
we have a thing for that now.
I've
That's
had a thing
new.
for that.
Interesting.
We've had it for a while now.
Yeah, we've had it.
We
You
just
said-
never had to use it.
Just I haven't really cared to worry about it, or care, or watch, or pay attention, or whatever the word is.
One of these things is not like the other.
Shut up, you're not playing a bard.
Doesn't belong here.
So,
Eh, true.
in honor of your bullshit, I'm starting with the alcohol.
Boom!
There's not a whole lot left on it. There's not much left in the bottle.
Okay, so you did the
Booze,
recap.
baby.
Don't,
What's next?
but don't worry, I have
Boom,
3
baby!
more in the other room.
Boom, baby.
Okay,
There
so
we
we
go.
got the recap where
Yeah, that y'all are contemplating an
I have
offer to
time to
kill
go
off the
pee
head
or
of
no?
one of the dark guilds in this town.
Contemplating. We're not
Do I have-
contemplating.
Do I have time to go take a pee before we kill things or no?
Maybe,
Yeah, but
if
this
you
is
hurry.
mainly going to be in character roleplay of y'all figuring out what the fuck are you going to do.
Okay, Rumpel is laughing in the corner maniacally in Russian for like 30 seconds while I go pee.
Gino just wants to
Oh,
get
so
rid of
he's
Gino.
Yeah.
Russian now. I see. I see.
I take no
But I don't.
fucking credit for that at all.
Shut up. You are a horrible
it's your
influence woman.
You know it's your fault, son.
Vilmina has no say in what short man do.
Let me see. What was that line? Shame upon your cow.
Yes. Dishonor
Illinois,
on your cow.
there's dishonor. Dishonor your whole family. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on
It's
your
on
cow.
on cow. No.
Shame upon you! Shame!
Not shame, it's dishonor.
Well, it's
Yeah.
both.
I mean, he is correct, but also no.
So, we should probably figure
I
out
saw my
where
hat.
this guy is gonna be hiding.
Okay.
Your best bet would be probably Clarice?
Hello, Clarice.
God.
Oh.
I hope
How did you
all-
know about her dad?
What?
Don't worry, he's not here.
No, thank you. Prep refund.
No refunds either.
No, this ride has no refunds.
There's no refunds. There's no
Fine.
do-overs. This shit is what's happening.
Oh,
I
fine.
don't want to deal with Clarice.
You sure? She obviously wants to deal with you.
I'm sure.
From my understanding, she is quite interested in you.
That's okay.
No, we could just burn down the house.
No.
Laugh maniacally as they burn inside.
No.
Hey, little
I don't
man
know
do
where
what
the
little
Lydia went, but she's awfully distant.
Hey, let little man do what little man do best. Burn stuff.
I
Oh.
mean,
Well,
If
we need to find out where the head is going to be anyway.
Mm-hmm. Also, we do know that Clarice might not like it, but you can say no.
I would rather not take the risk of upsetting someone with her legendary status.
we could just burn the house down.
No, Rumpel! We can't always solve the problems with fire. I mean,
Says you.
most of...
Since when can we not solve the problem with the fireball? Always seems to do the job for me. Thing is coming at me, boom, throw fireball. Thing is coming after you,
alright,
boom, throw fireball.
Alright, so I shall list
Your
off a
hair
case.
needed haircut. What did I do? Boom, give you fireball.
Do you want cases of where a fireball would be very impractical? For starters, the ruins that we're heading into.
Or a
Another
bar.
case.
You'll burn up all the alcohol,
I
Samuel
have a
says.
problem with that first statement. How do we know that a fireball is going to be impractical in a place where everything has the potential of attacking you?
Actually, fireball would be very
The
appropriate,
little
Samuel
one
says.
with the sword gets it. She understands how the fireball fixes the problems.
Samuel also
And-
says, the fireball in the bar, however, would not be a good thing, as then you burn up all the alcohol.
If fire doesn't
Exactly.
work,
That's the point. We burn down the bar. We burn down the room where the person is be staying.
He's
and
not in
we
the bar,
all
though.
wait outside, and we do the thing, and we laugh when they come out burning.
and if fire don't work, Sheena get them, and Naya get them too.
Yeah, you see,
No.
if the fireball doesn't work, I send my little dog to do my job for me.
I have a
It's
question.
all copacetic in the home.
I'm still curious as to why you keep this
Adam,
one
how
around.
much of the town is wood?
Most of it.
It's a valuable thought.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
on the,
Some of the
on flip
major
side,
major and
Rumpel
older
does
buildings are
manage to
stone,
catch
but-
things on fire, then they won't really have anywhere to escape to.
That might be the
I like
case.
the girl with the swords more and more as she speaks. Can we keep her around, please?
But we're also under the law right now, and
You are, I'm not.
we literally...
You're in the town, you're
Lydia.
under the law.
Lydia, lawful, chaotic,
Right,
remember.
Right, I apologize. I mean, yes, we can burn it down, but we're risking lives of people who actually
Okay,
have...
and what's your point?
And how many of them do we know for certain aren't part of one of these three gangs?
Or won't hurt us in the meantime.
How do we know that they're not?
We
We
don't.
don't.
Exactly.
You also don't know what building he's in at the moment either.
So
We can
why
find
not
that
just
out. Burn it
burn
all.
the whole place down?
I'm agreeing with the burning of the place's
It will
town.
take care of
His,
Clarice
his
and
hands kind
all
of light
three
up
at
and
the
he
same
gets a
time.
big old grin on his face.
But-
Actually,
And
knowing
anything
Clarice,
that
it'll-
survives, we can take and sell in the next town over.
I like
Arabella-
you. Why were
Arabella-
we? Why were we not friends before?
Arabella, what's it? She's starts speaking to Sylvan again. Like, Arabella, what is it that you say? Like, the world needs more chaos. Why are you suddenly not caring about chaos?
I appreciate chaos and the creativity that it brings. However, I do not create.
Wouldn't it make your god happy?
Do you speak Sylvan?
She spoke.
Yes, I speak Sylvan.
I was asking Jay.
Jay.
I don't know.
There. Wait, why does Eden?
She could say it in
Not like it
Sylvan,
would be
though.
hard to figure it out. What
But the-
fucking Sheena was saying.
You also gotta take in the consideration that it's not exactly a fun prank if half of the victims are dead.
Says you. The other
Wait,
half
you
gets to
understand
me.
Sylvan?
Rumple,
you?
do you speak Sylvan, Rumple?
I don't know, actually.
It's like, hold up.
There are a lot of languages that Rumple knows. Give
Because
me a
when
minute.
Sheena's speaking
I do
actually,
not know the answer to this.
when
thing.
Sheena's actually speaking normal, that means she's
he
in her.
understands Elven, but not Sylvan.
Oh,
She just shrugs like, if they died and then that means they're weak. They didn't deserve to live. They're supposed to be.
You
This is why
say
Sheena and
brutal.
Rumple are friends. This is why Sheena and Rumple are fucking friends.
honestly,
Samuel-
it seems that everything. Arabella just throws up her hands. It's just like, fine, we're wasting valuable lives that can be useful in crafting and
Who
smithing
says
and
they are
creating
valuable?
magical
Says it-
items.
Never mind. I won't be able to understand. Never mind.
Samuel also replies in Sylvan, not to mention, doing such a thing would incur the wrath of all three guilds and have all three of them after you. And they are not
Not if they don't
confined
survive.
to a single town.
Let them come. We could take them on.
No,
I don't
you
know what
can't!
happened. Someone knocked coals out of the fire.
She will.
Rumple's little. He can hide very well.
She says an
Hide in the
elf.
corner and fireball.
She says uncommon. Yes, it might wind up solving a few problems, but it would also create 5,000 more. We would be
fireball too.
we would be hunted constantly by not just the guilds in here. We can't just set fire to everything.
Yes,
How
we
is
can.
that different than it is normally already?
I burned one person by accident.
You say we can't like it's a moral compass or something. I
Lydia.
very much can burn everything.
Hey,
At
Lydia.
the moment, to me, it's looking like it's morally more of a good idea to take care of the whole town, as the whole town is potentially looking out for at least one member of our party, and take care of the entire issue all in one fell swoop, rather than just dealing with the head of one company and having the others pick up our bounties on top of hers.
Actually,
You know
the
She
offer
makes
was,
a valid point.
but that's
Can we
not
burn it
what was
down now?
offered.
Mm,
The offer was that if you remove the chain, then he's the one offering the bounty. So there would be no one offering the bounty anymore. And the guilds are offering to work with you to accomplish this. Why would they put a bounty on you if you're useful to them?
I want some form of an absolute guarantee.
Well,
uh,
then perhaps you should chase after your party member who's going
And
to negotiate.
I am not doing anything with Clarice.
Well, Clarice appears to be the one setting things up, so...
I
I'm
think we
not.
just burn it.
God damn it, no.
His
No.
hands are still like he's twitching his hands.
Okay, so
Fire bounces between them. Like he's
okay,
almost like tossing a tennis ball between his hands. It's just a little fireball.
after fucking a while, Arabella just casts disguise self on her, on herself to look exactly like Jay. If you
You
don't
know,
want to,
That's fine. You deal with her, because I'm not doing
yes,
it.
I will deal with her because apparently you can't work up the fucking courage. Anyway,
I'm not attracted to her at all.
I
and she
mean,
is frightening.
We've offered to deal with it, but you're the one who says, "Oh, it's morally not okay to burn the building down."
it's not.
Says the one with the
That's the
trickster
one
god.
with the trust in the trickster god.
There's a
I
difference
think
between the
Trickster God
trickster
was
I will tell you what.
and the
You
slaughterer.
can keep my form on and sleep with her if that's what she desires to get us what we need.
Lydia, look at the general what I
Wow,
added.
you're willing to sleep with somebody? Not a very prior man. I wish we'd have had clerics where I was from that were willing to sleep with people.
You know what? If it gets the job done, then I might have to.
So
I'm
if you're-
going now.
so
Bye.
If I'm willing to sleep with you to not burn down the city, will you sleep with me? Is that what I'm hearing?
She doesn't sound confused by all of this. In her mind, she's thinking why they want to sleep together. It's not. Why is this so bad?
He leans down and whispers, "They want mate each other."
She was thinking to herself that. She doesn't ask that. She doesn't say that out loud.
Trust
She's
me,
just
the
thinking to herself.
confusion you'd have on your face would be
Would be
apparent.
very apparent.
Yeah, Sheena's not good at hiding her feelings or what's going on in her head. It's all
Just
written on her
expressions are
face.
like, what's?
I'm
why,
not
huh?
going to constantly sell off my body. And besides, it would honestly.
Don't seem too opposed to it in the moment.
I like
One
this new
good
rumble.
fireball and the whole thing's over.
No, please, stop. Get some help.
Rumple kind of makes the fireball bigger as he bounces it. It's more like a
Stop it!
now.
Hey, what is that one Jeopardy question? A spell that helps you negotiate with chops. Fireball.
Fireball.
God.
Lydia, you gotta embrace your true chaos. You're not embracing the chaos at all.
Well, there's a difference between chaotic good, chaotic neutral, and chaotic evil.
I don't want to set fire to everything.
I
If
do. You don't have to. I will very much do so.
Like,
It will
this
not
is right
even
now
be.
out of character, boy. Shush.
I will not even lose wink of sleep for doing it.
I would.
I will sleep like the baby in the crib for burning down the whole fucking planet.
Okay,
What crib? There won't be
seriously,
a crib left.
there's quite literally. I think the best way to explain these encounters is chaotic, chaotic good and chaotic evil. But
I'm
it's
bordering
like,
on neutral evil at this point. There's no
Oh
chaos.
no,
True.
you are neutral evil at this point.
oh,
It's just
At least-
straight
Because
evil at this
lawful,
point.
you've already gone past the bounds of lawful.
Oh,
Hey,
did I get my character shift just then?
Yeah,
Ah, shit.
you've been on
okay.
the border of it this entire time. It's just like you're like, now let's just do it. Let's just do it. To hell with a deal. To hell with rules. Let's just do it. Just for the hell of it. Just for fun.
Just evil.
Careful, you may be chaotic evil soon.
Yeah.
It doesn't change. I don't need an alignment for my class. I'm not
Exactly.
worried about it. Wizard does not have an alignment requirement.
She just shakes her head and it's like, I'm gonna go and deal with Clarice.
I'm
If
willing
it
to
falls
deal with
through,
her.
would you let us know? Because
So
then
while
we'll
they're
fall back
fussing
to
about all
plan
this,
B.
I'm probably done with the deal.
Yeah, you've already headed over there. You're in the process of meeting with Clarice.
Yeah, this won't take long.
Because they spent a good while arguing.
And
They've spent about 20 minutes at least.
So
I just saved
40-foot movement, and there and back, double moving, different
But
form,
Naya's
hustling
tail.
through the crowd, and then up the steps, different back to Nexie sister form. And hi, Clarice, are you here? Excellent, talk in the room. Yada yada yada. Done. Yeah, this won't take long.
yeah,
I'll probably be back when you're getting ready to leave.
Arabella puts on a fucking cloak and just shaking her head the entire time.
Yeah, Samuel would go with you. Because he thinks it's
Thank
safer
you.
going with you than staying in the room with the psychos. But he won't state that.
Thank you, Samuel, for accompanying me. It's not needed, but thank you.
So
It-
I suppose we should wait until we see her come running back. All
Well,
15 minutes has elapsed, whichever one happens first.
Sheena just lays herself down on the floor, yawns, sprawls, lays there like some kind of.
and switching over to Naya, who, as you knock on the door and ask for her, the door opens and Clarice is standing there. It's like, and you notice there's two other people in the room with her. One looks like an elderly man, judging by the look, and I believe, Naya, do you have scent or not?
This form under disguise? No.
Okay. So, an elderly human male whose best guess you would probably think is a baker.
Sweet.
Baker of people, maybe.
We get muffins during this negotiation. In your face, people.
No, you get cupcakes.
Okay, as long as they're not meat pies, because then Sweeney Todd's involved and I'm out.
No, but they are laced with
Fight
cyanide,
your
so.
razor. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're not a
And
fucking.
then there's an elderly half elf female, which elderly for her would probably be appearance of 40s versus a human male is late 50s, early 60s.
Fair.
And of course, Clarice. Ah, returned so soon. Excellent. We are ready for you. And she gestures you to step into the room.
That's very disconcerting.
I'll
As
sort
long
of
as
eyeball all of them and then take a step in.
Oh, Clarice. No.
Well, for the sake of keeping things simple, this is blue, as she gestures to the man, and this is green, as she gestures to the woman.
The name red would have been funny.
Oh, that would
And
out of
do
character.
I
That
get
would
a
be
color?
Clarice.
And do you get a color and do I get a color too while we're at it?
Um, no. For this is
Oh,
simply for the sake of. Well, to be honest, you don't need to know their names, and even if you ask, they probably wouldn't be willing to yield them.
that's good because I don't really care. My agreement's with you,
Well, if this agreement does happen, it will involve the both of them as well.
which is why they're here.
Exactly.
So, first two important pieces that I need reassurance on.
Oh?
One, you two aren't going to, and I assume they represent the guild, so I'll just say you two aren't going to come after us after we deal with the other lead. And we have reassurances that our safety is guaranteed and we can go on our merry way and you can do what you ever it is you do. And reassurance number two, we were informed due to prior incidents of heading toward this town that the guards will take action against anyone who commits crime, especially including murder. So we don't want you standing by and hand us to the guards to have all of our equipment handed off and thrown into the mist to die after this action. So diplomatic immunity.
A legitimate concern, Green speaks up. However, let me state this. If you do indeed kill Chain in his second, we will take no actions against you. You will have done a service to us, and we will do a service to you of making sure the guards do not come after you for the actions involved in killing Chain in his second. Anything beyond that is on you. And no, we will not go after you because why would we go after those who are useful? Aside from maybe trying to recruit.
There's the thoughts in the back of people's minds of, get someone to do your actions and get rid of them, thus they can't talk or come back to you, come after you. Just making sure you're not paranoid. And this
The
is
only
a
thing we're agreeing
fair
to
agreement.
is non interference, is it not?
Agreed.
So then what would be the problem with said deal, even if it was made public?
People are funny.
Well, the other thing is, from our understanding, you are adventurers. You came here to explore the mist and what lies within, and perhaps once you are done, you will be moving on. Is this correct?
Very much so. In fact, the reason why we are agreeing to this is because we were concerned that his people or even your people may come after us in the mist, and we don't need to deal with threats on both sides. Alleviating this should ensure that you keep some of the heat off us. He doesn't come after us. We don't have to worry about the guards. And as you said, we can be on our way and you can continue to do whatever it is you do.
Well, then I see no issue with a agreement of non-interference for the
Beautiful.
most part.
Now, if that's handled, information on the two individuals we're going after, general appearance would be a plus, anything they're capable of, and where we could find them. Because after all, it'd be horrible for us to march in, ask for their names, and then they take off running, and we only get one of the two.
Hmm. If your plan is to walk in the front door, I'm afraid that's probably not going to work unless you plan on fighting the entire organization. Blue speaks up.
Well, I thought I'd turn into a pretty little elf with wings and surrender myself, and then when I got close enough, I'd bite his head off. But sneaking in probably does sound like the better option.
Oh, my dear, if you simply
Hey,
turned
how'd you do
yourself
that,
in,
Jay?
they would simply
Slash
bind
whisper
you in
and then my name.
shackles and stick you in a cell. Specifically, doing so in such a way that prevents any spell casting, any magical effects. You wouldn't be the first,
One word.
as he holds up hands in air
No.
quotes, magical being that he has sought to keep as a trophy.
Didn't seem to work.
Thus, not the stupid approach of front door, as you put it.
Yes. Unless you wish to be his pet.
Put my finger on my lips. No, no, I'm good.
Then perhaps not that approach.
Yeah, show me the command in Discord because I'm not seeing how it works.
So you're going to
Working
help
on it.
us, I suppose, get in and give us information on these individuals so we can commit such an action that benefits us. Non-interference policy in place. Um, I hate to be rude if comes across as such, since you both, well, all three of you have been so generous and nice so far. But I believe in such deals, a transaction of funds is usually involved. I know it may be required for the others to take action.
Ah,
You know,
in this case, our deal is mutual beneficial. I don't think you're needing monetary value to gain the benefit you need out of this. Our
just looting
benefit
their body
is
would probably be sufficient for the others.
our benefit is that a rival will be gone.
I'm not hearing a no for looting them.
Oh, what you do when you deal with him is not my concern. I will need a body, though. His and his second. We have to be able to prove that they're dead.
All or most of the body.
Well, I'm going to need at least the head.
That can be arranged then. Very well. We
Now,
won't wreck up the place. We won't loot everything that's not nailed down. We'll
I
merely
do,
take the body and what's on it.
however, it does require both of their deaths.
I am fully aware. Thus, my previous statement I've repeated twice information on the individuals, how we're going to get in, and other such things that could help us succeed in this mutual beneficial action.
Oh, I can give you a few recommendations on the best way to get in and get them both in a room.
Ooh, I'm
Um,
listening.
you may not like the method, even though I think it will succeed the best.
You wouldn't know what I'd like.
Well, simply you'd have to have your group tie you up with chains and offer you up to him.
That
And
kind of sounds like
demand
the front door
that
approach. You said no.
there's a difference between kicking in the door and offering a gift.
We have 10 foot of chain, so that should be doable.
So they would offer you, deliver you to their headquarters, offer you to them. The catch is that it must be made, the handoff must be made to them and them alone. That your group will not deal with lackeys. The bounty is of such that they would demand it from the man himself. If they refuse, then they will simply take you elsewhere, as there are probably others who would gladly like to have their own pet winged elf.
Sheena, Rumple, Arabella. Jay would probably be the best one to handle that
How you
and be
handle
able
it
to
is up
force
to
that
you,
action.
although I recommend taking your entire team with you.
Oh, that's a given. I'm just thinking of who would be the most intimidating and be able to force such an action and would probably get us in the door.
Well, that is up to you. I can
Okay,
merely
so
make a suggestion. I cannot tell you how to actually do it. I cannot tell you exactly what his weaknesses are or what his strengths. As I said, non interference. We cannot interfere with them unless they ask, and we cannot interfere with you because that is part of the deal.
so limited information you can give us.
That
What
I
can you
can
say?
give, as he
Uh,
gestures to Clarice.
I look over Clarice. So, have you had the pleasure of meeting two handsome, devious, violent sorts belonging to some secret organization that you just happen to want to speak aloud about?
Oh, I've met several such individuals. Although I would say that Chain is not handsome. He's quite an asshole. Um, he's not even nice to look at. He
Okay,
has a fetish for chains.
we've got chains.
Yes. As for his specialties, he specializes with chains, quite literally. He uses them as weapons. Some are actual weapons, some are just actual chains, and he seems talented in their use. Um, think of one skilled in rope, and they can tie all sorts of fancy knots, do all neat tricks, except with chains in his case.
Sounds interesting. So I take it they have quite a bit of reach to them.
He is proficient in using them as a quote unquote reach, as well as using them against anyone who gets close.
Interesting.
He
I
does
bet
not
Jay has
have
a longer
a
reach.
limit. He can
Okay,
even throw them
so
at short distances.
don't need too much of description about him since he's going to be ugly and have chains. And he would obviously want to see me himself, so he's not going to do a body double and he'll feel confident.
His second is, in my opinion, more troublesome.
And this would be who exactly?
Um, that's the part that makes him the most troublesome. He has a habit of not really being known. He is known as the second, but few know his face, and the few that have met him half the time can't tell you what he looked like afterwards.
Clarice, you're really not
From
helping here,
the
dear.
understanding I've been able to gather, it's because he's extremely plain and can blend in with a crowd. He typically dresses rather casually, unless he's working, at which point he dresses nicely. You will know him because of the fact he also carries a rapier and a short sword.
Two weapons, rapier, short sword. So we have to just make sure he's in the room when we go to deal with the matter.
X, is
If
that
he's
you?
not, he will undoubtedly make himself known by stabbing somebody in the back.
Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Anything else I should know before I go to meet my compatriots and try to arrange this action of mutual benefit?
Do not underestimate them. They've gotten to where they are through blood and deviousness. They are not afraid to use any means at their disposal. Oh, and I hope you're resistant to poison.
Poison's what I'm best at, sweetie.
Well, then you should have no issues.
Excellent. I'll try to make sure that we don't leave too much a mess and then leave the building standing.
Oh, if you make a mess, Clarice just says, I really don't care.
Okay, good to know.
I believe
Uh,
these two have plans, but as to what they are, I don't know. They haven't told me. But I believe it's for after you've killed the two.
just look at Clarice, cock her head. It's really none of my business, so I don't care. Are we done?
Exactly. They haven't told me. I have no interest. You don't have an interest, so you're not going to ask. So, I don't think we have a problem here. As she looks around the
Who?
room, you see the two elders are just kind of got smiles on their faces like, I think this deal will work.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you both, Blue Green. Clarice, I'll pass on your love to Jay, and if you'll excuse me.
Oh,
Turn.
one last thing as Blue speaks up. You might encounter some individuals once things go badly, as he holds up his hand and quotes, badly, in your meeting. Um, if you encounter anyone on your way out that is wearing a armband of green or blue, leave them alive. If any try to stop you on your way out, do with them as you see fit, unless it's a green or blue armband.
Interesting. Just curiosity, if you don't mind.
Oh?
I mostly directed at Clarice. Something popped to mind.
Hmm?
Do you happen to know if his meeting room or main chamber where he'll take me would be of stone design, flooring more precisely?
Hmm. If he has his preference, I believe he will be in his dungeon awaiting you, if he's told you're coming. So, yes, it will
Stone
be
it is.
stone.
Well, then you needn't worry. We will be leaving like the mist after we are done.
As long as the heads are left behind, preferably in a visible place.
Be right back
I don't
quickly.
think anybody will care how you get in or out.
Don't worry, I'll deliver them to this room for you.
Oh,
Nice and neat.
well, if you drop them off just outside the building, it'd be easier.
I don't want to make too much a scene, scaring people and also getting tension on myself. For once.
Oh, I meant just outside the building that they occupy.
Oh, that
If
will
they're
be
just
done then.
left outside their headquarters, it'll be as a symbol of somebody messed up.
Well, that I can arrange. I'm sure Jay would be happy to facilitate.
I, perhaps
Again,
I'll get to watch her
pleasure.
in action.
And open the door, and I will step out and close it, and I will switch over to Ophelia form and walk out the door, head on down, wave at the barkeep as I leave, and make my way back over to our place. Hideout number 2.
Hideout number 2, which probably won't be hidden for much longer.
Don't need it to be.
Yep. Well, as
I'm
you're
back.
getting back, everybody is finishing up
Adam, did
their
you see the
arguments.
whisper that I sent you?
Huh?
Did you see the whisper I sent you?
I have not.
You should look.
I swear to God, if it's about you setting up thing on fire, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay.
Oh boy.
By the way, Adam, this is not my own plot. I am only the deliverer of the message.
Jay,
He's.
I had nothing to do with it.
Theo,
I had
See
nothing
you.
to do with it.
Theo. If anything happens,
That
I'm
is
blaming
perfect
both of you.
gift, by the way.
I am blaming both of you.
fuck, fuck you. See,
Okay, so he's gonna wait until that happened.
Okay.
That is my next immediate action. Once logically he would know what to do with it.
Okay. I just had to point that out to you as like you've got enough
would-
common
he
sense to
would,
know
like,
that.
He would. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then pop invisibility and disappear, and then do that.
Okay. One note for uh Naya, because I did forget to mention this. As you left, Clarice offered to shake your hand.
Oh fuck.
I'll
And
just look down and then I'll reach out and shake it.
and then says, "Best of luck with your meeting." As
Thank
she
you.
slips you a piece of paper.
I won't need it. Take the paper, turn, and leave.
Yep.
And after I get out in Ophelia form, I will take a look as I start to walk a little bit, and then slip it into my shirt.
It is the location of where you will find them.
Beautiful. That is good information. Thank you, Clarice.
Well, the other two weren't going to give it to you because of non-interference. Of course, if something goes wrong and you die, well, they weren't involved.
And that
Because they
was
told you
ABM's
nothing.
Campaign.
All right. So I will make my way back. Walkie, walkie, walkie.
Return to the room. As Arabella opens the door, or
And
excuse
get
me,
back.
I should say, as Jay opens the door and steps out, you see Ophelia standing there.
Oh. We were. God damn it, we were arguing for that long, weren't we?
Yeah, you were arguing for about 20 minutes, and Naya had left before that.
And shift back to I don't know, Nexie sister form, and just sort of push you back in the room with 2 fingers up against your forehead, just sort of slowly nudging you back, and step in.
And there are 2 J's in the room now.
No, there's Jay and what looks like Jay's sister.
I take it you all were about to do something foolish.
I have no idea what you mean.
Well, I got information on the 2 individuals. And I have the location as I retrieve the paper from my shirt. And what we need to do in exchange, the guards, the guilds, and other individuals will not bother us, will not come after us. We get to have the equipment off the two bodies, plus anyone else that gets in our way, as payment, in addition to being left alone. And all we gotta do is drop their bodies off outside. Kill the first and his second. If we fail,
Easy
then we may
enough.
have all three after us.
I like the
Sounds
idea of
way too
this.
easy.
We also have
Where
an
do
easy
we got
in.
to go?
You just gotta hand me over.
I like this idea not so much.
It sounds way too easy.
Oh,
Where
don't
where
worry.
do we got to go?
The leader is apparently a very ugly individual who loves using chains not only to tie people up and will probably take us down to his dungeon because he'll want to meet me personally to pay you off for retrieving me and handing me over. He also is really good at using them as weapons and has a pretty good reach with them,
So
but
where do
not as
we
good
got
as
to
yours.
go,
Jay.
pretty changeling lady?
What?
I'm getting to that. I got the instructions right
No.
here.
My mama stated
He
And
kind of looks
in
at
the
the paper and
freezer.
goes, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom
Yeah.
now."
Just
now I
make
just had it
sure you're
like
back
folded up
before
in
we
her two
leave.
in her fingers just sort of like waving there. I've got it right here.
He kind of like, "Can I see?"
Just slides it back down her shirt. No.
Will you tell me?
Yes, when we get there.
Just make sure that you're back before we leave and you won't get left behind.
Oh, about the whole back thing, that is a good point Jay brings up. The second individual is very plain looking, difficult to describe, and we're not sure what his name is. We have to kill, but apparently he will make himself known by running his blade through someone's back,
So
as he has a rapier and a short sword.
they basically gave us a wild card that's more beneficial to them than it is to us.
Oh, also these guys like to use poison, so enjoy.
Beautiful.
I swear.
Not to mention we'll be down in the dungeon, so getting back up means fighting through hordes of guys that we can't kill anyone that
Okay.
has red or blue armbands.
Red, red or blue armbands. That's kind of bizarre, but all right.
Consider them the help, so we can't deal with them. Not that we'll need it. Sheena,
I need
do you
Naya to
understand?
roll me a quick
Gino
wisdom
just
check.
makes a nod.
A what?
Wisdom.
Mm,
They said blue or green.
Mm,
yeah, but nobody knows that but Naya.
I know.
Let's see, one was blue and one was green. Okay, no, it's matching their names. Blue and green armbands, not that it matters. We're not going to be fighting them anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, we're going to be leaving through the dungeon that we'll be taken down to. That way we can avoid the whole thing. And then we'll dump their bodies off outside. Minus their equipment. Jay, here's a little bottle for you as Naya hands you a small little flask. You're to drink this before we go in.
What is it?
It tastes horrible, but it should help keep you alive.
What, that does not tell me what it is. It was from Clarice, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Do you think I'm going to poison you?
Was it from Clarice?
No, it's from me.
You
Oh, but I did
first.
say that I would tell you hi on her behalf, and
It's been a strange day, so just humor me and you can have a sip first.
I'm not going to need it. And I've got two more, but if you want me to really waste the money by drinking it, then I'm not going to give you a second.
What is it, Naya?
Going once, looking at Jay, going twice as she
No,
starts to reach for it.
I'm good. I'm a little paranoid today.
It's from me. It will help you. Drink it or give it back. It's
She
not
pops the top, sticks a finger in it, and licks it off her finger.
cheap. It tastes pretty horrible.
She's still looking very
Think the nastiest
suspiciously at it.
medicine you've ever had, and it's a little worse.
It's a green, kind of pasty, almost gelatinized liquid that you have to consume. I can imagine, and probably
Where
quite
did you
horrible
get
tasting.
it?
I could say I made it, but that's not true. I bought it. Elven shop, main
I think I'd rather
capital,
risk
probably
death,
about a year
honestly.
ago.
I'm sorry, did you say a year ago?
Still good. The lid was on it.
Oh my god! She pops the
It's a
top back on and hands it to her. No, I'm good. I'd rather risk death.
little
Okay.
old, but it's so good. It's so good.
Just pushes the top down and
Might be a little dust on
pockets
the
it.
bottle.
That's what I was thinking.
So good.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Take your own risk then. So, I've got some chains outside that we can get off Gopher. I'll take the proper form. You guys will tie me up, march me over there. Jay, I recommend you do all the talking. You'll demand to meet the boss in charge. Otherwise, you'll threaten to take me elsewhere or kill me on the doorstep. And they should take you down to meet the boss to take your payment as he collects his prize. At which point, you can throw a sword through his back or run him through up front while Arabella lights him on fire. And Sheena, you get to kill anyone that gets in our way that isn't us and doesn't have the blue or green on them.
Blue, green. Anyone else gonna kill?
We will go down to dungeon room when Jay starts fighting anyone that's not us in room that does not have green around as I make a motion around my arm, dead.
She's not. Okay, but
Rumple,
she's
same thing. Just
Rumple's
try not
not
to get
there.
us. Rumple,
Rum-
Rumple
where,
is
where,
gone.
I
He went to
assume he'll
pee,
be back in
remember?
time for this. Otherwise, we're going without him.
He
Honestly, I'm a
better
little
be.
concerned with the whole fire and tight spaces kind of thing. And if it's a dungeon, it probably has
Rumple's
wood. I
been
don't want to
gone like
die by suffocation.
5 or 6 minutes now.
Well, we'll wait for a little while. I imagine in the morning we'll go. They didn't really specify a time frame
Why not in the middle of the night?
because it'd be slightly suspicious for you to show up in the middle of the night with your package. But then again, you're a mercenary, so you tell me the best time, and I'll just, show up nice,
Let
pretty, and
me just
wrapped up.
go and rub some dirt on me, and then we'll give it a couple of hours so it settles in, and then we'll go.
Sounds good.
And she leaves to go, preferably not to the stables.
Arabella, Sheena, any questions before I go and retrieve
Adam,
the
I sent
chain
you
so you
a
can wrap me
whisper.
up?
uh, question.
And Sylvan,
What
yes.
what are chain? She's in the Sylvan. What are they in common chain?
Chains are metal
Rope
thing.
in
Yeah.
Sylvan. It's metal rope.
Mm-hmm.
Metal rope.
Also, also can,
The Fae never liked metal stuff for some reason.
For a
oh,
good reason.
oh no, 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 no.
Don't worry. You don't have to worry about the chains. They won't affect you, and they shouldn't
No,
affect me, so we'll be
it's
fine.
something else. Oh god.
So,
Oh
all
god.
good? So, I'm going to step outside if you two
Curious
don't
at
need
the
anything,
second.
and then once Jay gets back and I get back, hopefully Ruff will be back in a little bit. Otherwise, we go without him and we deal with this matter because I don't know what's going on with him.
Well,
How
it'll
about
be a few minutes, and then she'll come back, very obviously looking like she rolled around in dirt.
now? I'll look you over. Looks good. And I will switch to a red-headed, curly elf individual and change the nature of my clothing to be more dirty and appropriate for the surrounding. I'll go out to go get the chains somewhere safe and unwatched, and I will then come back with them
Now
safely.
we just have to kill about an hour or two, so that the sun starts to go down, and it makes it look like we just wandered in from God only knows where.
Why do I have a feeling that things are going to head south very
Oh,
quickly?
I
I
am
did
not a
forget.
keeper of the little man.
Oh, question. One important thing that ensures everybody gets out intact. Does anyone have a large bag with a vast amount of room that it shouldn't have available?
Why
Uh,
would we have something like that?
you mean something like this? Pulls out her bag and then pulls out a tent.
That would be perfect, minus the tent, but I'm sure there'll still be enough room in it for people.
For people.
Yes, I plan on cramming all of you in there
Uh,
when we go to leave.
I mean, there's a bit of a problem with that.
Hmm?
That involves death.
No, no, sweetie. You're only going to be in there for maybe a minute or two. I'm pretty sure you won't hyperventilate yourself to death as long as
No,
you keep your
no,
mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something in your bag that may kill you in a minute?
I mean, it's not like I put a mimic in there or anything.
Oh my
That would be
god.
interesting. I'd love to see that.
No, it's more of the fact that I would be worried that there's no air
Ah.
in there. Kazu, stop! You're giving me anxiety.
If you open the bag, air will go in and fill it. You should be able to hold your breath long. If it's a large enough bag, then you should all fit.
uh, the problem is that it's already up to its almost max weight.
Never mind, we'll have to transport the dead bodies by some other means.
Well, we can always chop them up. That would usually makes it lighter.
That's not how. You know what? We only need the head.
You
We
would
got the
think the
head.
cleric would know how that works.
Adam, did you see my last?
I feel like
Yeah, I
this
saw
now
it.
is getting complicated because you guys can't walk through walls or otherwise not kill everybody in sight, thus getting us in trouble with the other two guilds. Hopefully matters will go conveniently. So,
I have yet to learn how to do that.
oh sweet Jesus. Things are so much easier in the forest.
That Halo being held up by horns there, CO.
No, that's Naxi.
I am so concerned. Kazu, you have become the embodiment of my anxiety now.
That's kind of the whole point of his character.
Rumpel walks back into the room about half an hour later. Goes, that was the longest bathroom break I've ever had to take. I'm so sorry.
Did you have trouble finding one?
There wasn't the gnome-sized one that was available, so I had to go to the inn across the street and then down the road a little ways. And finally found one in a bar.
Hey! Can I make a sense motive on you, buddy, old pal?
For all we know, he actually did go pee.
Yeah,
If he's
30
lying,
minutes.
then it requires a bluff check.
For
Maybe
30
he stopped for a drink.
Does seem slightly intoxicated.
He's always like that, though.
Slightly more so than normal.
Uh-huh.
Okie dokie. So I doubt magic will help with the disguise, so we'll suppress that, and I will just go in looking like my beautiful self with actual wings as to not be suspicious.
Well,
And-
since it looks like we're all here and the
Rumple,
sun
any
looks
questions?
like it's setting,
No, I'm just gonna follow your lead, because, you know, you seem to be the pretty fairy lady with the wings.
Not a fairy, it's an elf.
Well,
with
call it
wings.
what you want. All I know is you don't like it when I burn your friends and give them new haircuts. Fireball fix everything.
No, it doesn't! I'm not going over this again!
Fireball fix everything. You are just scared of fireball.
Yeah, I'm afraid of dying from it! You
Did fireball not fix broken cart? Did we not have to drag broken cart? Did not have to drag broken cart.
burnt it!
To be
he's
fair,
not wrong though.
That
It was
cart
broken,
was
he
a
kinda fixed
hand-me-down. Very comfortable and very useful for transporting supplies.
could you drag it on your own, fairy
I'm
lady?
back.
I don't think so.
And also supplied water and food and shelter for many of you. But if you prefer to walk, I have no problem watching you all die from dehydration. Don't worry, Jay, you're safe.
I do not get paid at all for this,
No, you don't.
and it's just coming with the territory, and it's fine. Everything's fine.
I wish,
Since everything is fine, then let's go.
Alright, let's
I would
get
have
going
explained
with the
things to
things
Jay.
and the burning of the bad guys and the thing.
Okay. And I will shift to the form before with the
Also,
antlers, beautiful
Rumple?
dress, eyes, wings, and everything.
Yes,
How do I look,
uptight,
Jay?
crazy lady wants to sleep with the people because you're cleric of the sex
Arabella
lords.
would be shifting over to Gnomish. I don't know what happened. I don't know what you planned.
I didn't plan
Right.
anything. I went to the bathroom.
Right. Sure you did.
Jay,
And I am
can
an
you take the
innocent
chain and
child.
wrap me up, please?
I mean,
Sure.
you're the one that wants to sleep with the bad guys because you think it would be fun for your god. So who am I
I
to
don't-
judge?
I don't know what you did, but if it involves a fire, the town and anything along those lines, I'm going to be very, very
Jay, you can
cross.
make it as tight as you want. Don't worry, I'll
He
slip out of it when the fighting
kind of
starts.
smirks and
Make
looks
it
at
Alright.
her
look
and goes,
realistic.
"I
Ow!
went to the bathroom.
That tight,
Prove
please.
I didn't."
Alright.
Thank you.
Just a little looser than that.
Do
Yeah,
you
those
honestly
wings
want
are a
me
little
to do
sensitive.
that? Well, dang it, I'm not a clear. Never mind, I can't.
Alright,
do
let's
that.
go.
But I don't know.
Good
But I
snug.
can
You
see.
can stay here and miss all of it.
He literally jumps up on Jay's shoulder. He like climbs up her.
Why
Even
are
though
you
he's taller
standing
than
on
Cher.
me?
I need the strength. I need to look down at the cleric who thinks she is smarter than the dude who went to the bathroom.
Dude, she's like 5'11".
Yeah,
You look-
and between the two of us, I'm like 7'2".
Wow.
By
You're
standing on his
her
shoulders.
shoulders with a
Right.
backpack, sure. Otherwise, you stand on her shoulders.
Oh,
you're
he's
about
totally
half
clinging to
your
her
height.
head, trying to stand there. That and using the swords as a brace.
Yeah, totally. Like leaning and standing on her shoulders and swords.
She
Like-
She's
just
gonna do like a wiggle dance.
If you
Can
make
I
me
just-
fall, I'm gonna burn you too.
Sheena just looks at Rumpo. Sorry. I
Rumple,
was-
we've had talk about burning people.
We
She
need
was-
to go.
We had to
If
talk
the-
about
this plan
burning
is
the
going
friend.
to work. We can't show up at a suspiciously late time. Get
Arabella
off.
just throws up her hands and just heads out.
He
Even just
slides
follows-
down the sword like a fucking fire pole. Just, whee!
Oh,
Also-
God.
She did dispel her disguise self.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, the moment that she saw
The plan.
no, when she saw Naya coming in and pushing her and all that stuff, she dispelled it.
And we're
Sheena
off.
just Sheena just follows, not sure what's going on, but might as well be Sheena.
What is wrong with everyone?
I don't think anything's wrong with us. I think you're just on the moral opposite.
He's drunk.
He's,
She wants to get the job done. You're along for the ride in case things go bad.
I
And
don't
she's just gonna
know,
kill
Naya.
everything
You
that
don't
moves.
like it when I burn people either. What's wrong with burning the things? It is a smart answer.
I'm a present.
So, Jay's gonna keep one hand on the back of Naya's chains, basically where it looks like she had tied it.
And Sheena's gonna be in front of Naya and carries a chain on in her mouth.
And Rumple kind of crawls up on top of Sheena like it's mount again.
He doesn't seem to care.
Arabella is walking next to the entire
Oop,
mess.
hang on, be right back. Don't do anything till I get back.
No promises.
Jay. Oh,
Okay.
here's the piece of paper with the directions of where their place is.
Alright.
As I have to carefully reach for it due to being tied up. Here you go.
And she's gonna take it and look at it and then head in that direction.
And Sheena goes with dragging on Naya with the chain in her teeth. Good thing she doesn't have any. Good thing she doesn't have any feelings, or otherwise that would
I imagine you know how to handle this, Jay, to get us to the guys and the conversation and then the killing of the said guys.
While yes, I am a mercenary.
Here we go. There we go.
Excellent.
Naya is now chained up. The icons get used already.
Huzzah!
Special thanks to Ashes for the funding to get said little icons.
Tied up and somewhere to go.
My poor child.
Sheena
No,
just looks
Arabella.
over at Arabella and just shrugs shrugs at her like, just get used to just kill things. You like killing things. Or, technically, you wouldn't understand because she has the chain in her mouth, like clank, clank, clank.
She would say in Sylvan, there is a time and a place for killing. And there can be chaos, and it's fun to have chaos. At the same time, I don't like it when it kills people.
Well, it's them or us.
I mean, it might be them or us, but there's also them, us, and several million other people. But that's fine.
Translation:
Also,
if they die, they're weak. They deserve to die.
She just shakes her head and then
Just-
just covers her ears. Just kind of like,
Yeah, I just turn my head to Jay and in Elven just simply say, I'm relying heavily on you for this.
Why me?
I'm back.
Uh, Sheena and
Welcome back.
Arabella?
All right. So what happened that I missed?
They're just she and Arabella kind of
None
argue
of
with
them
each other.
fairly. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
It's
Poor
a compliment
Arabella.
towards your skills.
I can
least-
hear you.
Goody
Well,
for
if you
Yui.
make yourself useful.
I'm back. Did we get outside yet?
Not yet. We're still walking and talking.
Awesome. Makes me happy.
Don't know.
And the band
guess-
played waltzing.
This is
Well,
Alright.
they really made this far away, didn't they?
You notice it's not actually in the center of town, but it's actually not at the center, but not at the outer edges, more towards the middle, shifted outward. It takes you a little bit to get
Cockeyed.
over there, but you eventually do. And it's a two-story building. Looks plain and simple. Looks like it almost might be styled like an inn. Don't see that many people. You see people coming and going, but there's no sign on the building saying what it is.
These
Heard
chains
anything?
are heavy. Is this where you're taking me?
Yeah, oh, I think so. Is there like a guard or anybody just hanging out outside?
No.
Okay, she's just gonna walk right in then.
As you walk in, you notice there's a desk with a receptionist, and there's the guards you were looking for. There's four of them.
There we
This is
go.
dark.
Well, yes, of course it is. Will you shush?
As the receptionist goes, can I help you with something?
You
I
gonna do my
delivery?
this one.
chains, please?
She has a bounty on her head. I'd like to speak with your head of your outfit since I'm not giving her to anyone else.
So
What? There's a
delivery.
what on me?
Will the
Yes.
merchandise please be quiet for a moment?
Yes,
So
a delivery.
I'm a person.
your merchandise.
Directly to the head, if
So
you please.
what is it you're delivering?
She kind of gives Naya a little rough of a push. This is what I'm delivering. I believe the head of your outfit is looking for her.
Hopefully he'll treat me better than you've treated me.
Starts shuffling some papers, holds one up,
She
looks
turns
at it,
Naya
looks
around.
between it and
It's
Naya.
got wing.
Ah, couldn't see the wings. Alright, so this is the winged elf. And you're
Yeah.
delivering it to us.
Yes.
Wing elves, do they know?
I've been told from certain folk that she is not to be delivered to anybody except for the first and second.
Hmm.
I'm not sure why. I don't ask questions. I just like to get paid.
Do realize you're selling a person and the person is in the room.
Quiet.
I'm a mercenary. That's what I do.
Sounds
Hold on
very
the ass
morally
cheek
wrong.
going thing.
I never said it was more. Why am I?
Morals are
arguing
left
with
at the
package?
door, sweetie. You left those behind when you stepped in. As for wanting to deliver it to the first and second, you said, I'm guessing you're talking about the boss, and he's a busy man. Why would I bother him with this?
I mean, I can always take her and find someone else.
You could, and they'd probably give you nowhere near the price, and simply just turn the merchandise over to us afterwards.
It's
See?
better to deal with a person up front than.
No. I'm happy to go somewhere else. It's not as dark, and these people obviously don't want me. You can just let me go.
Oh, that's very
My-
I
wrong,
was
dear.
told not to
We
give it
do
to anybody
want
but your head. So if we can't do that, I'll find someone else who wants her.
Oh.
And I bet you wouldn't get quite as good a price as we're offering.
Rumble starts
I
tugging
would-
on Jay's
I would
thing.
still get a price.
I thought you were writing on Sheena.
He can reach over.
So, again, what reason should I have to bother the head, aside from the fact you're threatening to take her elsewhere?
She
And
casts magic.
To my knowledge, no one else is offering a bounty on her.
She casts magic too. She'd be fairly useful to him.
Mostly just healing spells and some other stuff.
Good, that means you can keep yourself alive longer. Good for you, sweetie. Now do
She
us a
does
favor and shut up.
She does starts muttering something in the chains, but it sounds but she's trying to say like she could transform
Before I
into
have
things,
one of the
but
boys
just
gag
I'll
you.
even throw in the feral child.
Hey, you leave my dog out of this.
Arabella will cover Naya's mouth.
You leave my dog alone.
She does try to
Continue
say
your healings, Jay.
she does try to say something, but rumble mumble chain clank.
Clang,
Honestly,
clang, clang.
I don't know why
I
I
don't
deal with
really
these
have an
people.
interest in the feral child.
You're not getting my dog.
She growls at the man.
That's a very ugly looking dog.
Look, we.
I don't ask anymore.
He
It is a
seemed-
simple thing. I cannot simply bother the boss with the randomness of things unless you have a specific reason it must be gone to him. If someone told you it must be delivered to him, I'd be more concerned about who told you that and if they're setting you up for something.
She deadpans and drops Clarice's name. Clarice told me he was looking for her, and I've heard stories about her, and I'd rather not get on her bad side. Would you?
Clarice told you?
Clarice told me. Now are we going to keep dancing? Are you going to bring me to your boss?
Oh boy. Okay, that's a different story.
It took you long enough.
Oh, Frank. As one of the guards jerks as you realize he fell asleep standing and nobody knew it.
Hey,
Frank,
Maybe you should get your guards changed out. Once this is over,
go get the
I'd be willing
second.
to hire.
Tell him there's a delivery for the boss, compliments of Clarice. Tell him it's what he was seeking, and make it quick.
hey, Jay.
You got it? As he runs
What,
out of the
little
room.
man?
Remember?
Jeff, remind me to have him punished falling asleep standing up on duty.
That honestly.
I'm not gonna
takes
give.
me
I don't have a problem with him falling asleep standing up. That's a good skill, but it's on duty. Really.
How much are you willing to pay for guards?
I have no reason to trust your loyalty to anybody at this point, so until I can guarantee that you're loyal to us, I'm not going to entertain that subject. Besides, I'm not the one who does the hiring.
Damn it. The only language we share in common is Alvin and else.
I
mean-
just thought that maybe you'd want guards that actually know what they're doing.
They're
But
more for
I'm sure
show
I can
and
find other
delivery,
places who are willing to
boys.
spend coin on good people.
Oh, good people's always in demand. It's whether we can trust said people or not's a different story.
I'm sorry.
So-
Hold on. I gotta go open the door for my sister. She can't find her keys.
She lost her keys. At least she
Sounds
didn't lose her
about right for
marbles.
Steph. Sounds about right for Steph.
It does, kind of. All right. So
Adam.
then,
Remember what we talked about? What's the status of that?
which one?
The thing I did.
Oh, you have no idea.
You'll
Okay,
find out.
Sorry.
Hate.
This is why you're in this group, lady.
Okay, I'm good.
All right.
I think
Welcome
Eden
back.
would be. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. She's no.
We didn't see any smoke or nothing.
Nope.
Beautiful. I mean, I don't have any idea what's going on.
Everything. I am completely angel, saint. I am the divine god and all that fun
I'm the closest to
jazz.
Angel. I've got wings.
Oh!
Damn.
Lydia,
I-
Lydia, when are you just gonna admit it and just start playing a lawful character for once?
Well,
That's when.
I love
Frank comes
Arabella.
rushing back and
Thank you.
just a minute, literally about a minute later,
Naya's on the fence.
goes,
though. Player loves her.
he said, take them below. Well,
Well,
get
show me
moving.
where.
Yes, this way. This is-
She kind of gives
you can't
Naya
really see a whole
a
lot of his face
little
under the helmet and the
shove.
mask he's wearing, but if you could, he'd probably be in that cold sweat at this point.
Is she
Naya
really
tries to
that
like
scary?
swing her foot back to like kick at Jay a little bit as she gets pushed forward and
Don't
keeps
make
walking.
me push you harder.
Yeah, Sheena just tugs on the chain, trying to pull not
Frank's just
squeezing
like,
the chain up.
please don't damage the merchandise.
Would you rather me damage you instead?
I'd
Oh
rather
right,
not.
Arabella's. Oh god, this is like walking a mob of people with chains,
This is
chains and a
Chewbacca.
muffler.
This is Chewbacca into the fucking prison block all over again.
hmm I just have.
Not wrong.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Not wrong.
After a while,
We just had
Arabella.
a weapons malfunction. We're doing great. Fine, Grant. How are
After
you?
What's your identification number?
It was a boring conversation anyway. Hey, Liz, we're gonna have company.
after a while,
Well,
Arabella.
he'll lead you down a hallway, through 2 rooms, set of stairs, which goes down into, hey, it's a dungeon.
There's a fucking surprise.
There's cells. Most of them seem empty.
You know, Arabella, we
Well,
could have
nope,
some
that
fun
one's
in
not
here
empty.
later.
It's just the person is curled up in a corner, not saying anything, facing
She's
the corner.
going to
Um,
start
This is what you
loosen
see
her
as you're
grip
going
on
through.
Naya.
And he leads you to a large room at the end, which has a steel door, and a lock. The lock seems to be
God,
built
she sent us
into
a
the door
fucking death trap.
and not something from outside. Although you can tell there's obviously it's a heavy-duty door, especially since Frank knocks on the door, and then the door just is pulled open. Is that heavy? And this is when you realize that's a heavy fucking door.
Is Arabella's hand still over Naya's mouth?
No, after a while, she just removed it and cast Darkfire.
That doesn't look like a good
you
door.
really? Oh my fucking god!
Oh no, wait,
Call me the
wait.
back.
Brain is malfunctioning. I apologize.
That looks like a very bad door. I don't think I'm gonna like what's inside.
As Frank gestures you to go inside, it's like
Not
They're
Darkfire, detect
waiting
magic.
for you.
Doy.
Naya's gonna try like push back a little bit against Jay, like not wanting to enter.
Just go. But she lets go. It's only looking like she's still holding on at this point.
that kind of loose hold that says, I'm holding this, but I'm not.
Yes.
Arabella would be pushing from behind.
So
Naya's
you're pushing
proceeding
me.
slowly as trying to give some resistance because no sane person would probably want to go into here, especially if they get
Sheena,
captured.
Sheena just starts tugging.
Hey,
Aw,
dog.
dog's playing tug of war. But she's not like. It's kind of like the push of like, let's go.
Rumble kind of slides off
Go.
Sheena's back at this point and goes, "Not fun that I ate this today.
Hey, what
Not
happened to
much fun."
Fun being enchained and taken to a dark area. Yes, I am having a world of fun.
You know,
Horrible place.
some people
Oh my
actually
dear. As y'all step inside, the fun is only just beginning. Excellent. You have brought me a masterpiece.
Now let's talk about my payment.
Ah, yes.
Hey, Adam,
Preferably
I'm
with my
rolling
head
all
still
knowledge
attached to my
right now.
shoulders.
As y'all lead them into the room, I will put minis on the board.
on the board?
But there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you first.
Oh, yes. Payment, of course. Where are my manners?
I meant, besides that, I have a small matter that I would like to, ask your assistance with.
My dear, I believe I'm going to be occupied for the near future. Perhaps The
I mean,
gentleman at the
unless you want
door.
Clarice coming in after her toy.
I'd be happy to leave. You two can sort it out among yourselves.
And what does
Yeah.
Clarice have to do with this?
She's already tried to lay claim
Ah,
on a few
correction.
people in the party, actually.
Clarice has tried to lay claim to you, my dear. I
I
am
hope
not
she
without
gets you.
ears.
Hmm.
Clarice seems to have a great interest in you, not as much in this one.
Well, you'd you'd know if you make a deal with this one. You would get a slight upper hand on Clarice.
But Clarice is retired and stays out of my matters.
Are you sure?
Yes, if she did not, if she chose to come out of retirement, then there would be issues of all sorts.
I've heard
Issues
stories.
that she
Apparently, she's
might
quite
not.
frightening.
Well, it's not that she's frightening, my dear. It's the fact of she would be getting involved in things that she herself has said she doesn't want to. So if she were to get back involved, she'd be coming out of retirement. She'd be violating her contract, which would incur all sorts of penalties and problems for her. And from my understanding of exactly who and what Clarice is, that's not something she really deals with. She avoids trouble unless it involves certain matters, and honestly, you, as he points at Jay, are of very much interest to her, not as much to me. I might seek to employ you for myself if
In
I
which
didn't
case, you'd
run
have
the
to deal with
concern of that
Clarice.
might draw her attention and in ways I don't want. So, my dear, as for the employment you spoke of, I'm afraid that will not be happening. As for any other deals, time will tell. I don't know you. I have no reason to trust you or believe in you.
For a smart all day.
So, why should I care?
Because if you don't, well, bad things will happen.
She just covers her face with a hand.
So you say,
Do you
little
want me
man.
to throw in the little man on top of it, free of charge?
I mean, pyromaniacs are useful, but he seems a little wild.
A
Gina just
little.
Exactly. I think it'd be more interesting for you to have him and not me. Perhaps you
You'd
can
be able
use
to
him.
break him like a wild horse.
A pyromaniac inside a town is not as
My
useful.
mother couldn't break me. What makes you think he can?
Oh, my dear. Oh, my dear little man.
She just has this look on her face at this point.
Is that a challenge? To see
Gina
if I
finally spits out
can
the
break you.
Gina spits out the chain. Little man can burn you up.
He laughs at that. Perhaps he can. Perhaps he merely wishes he could.
Hey, the doggy, come to master. Come here.
But
Yes.
I believe we have business to attend to.
Rumble's
You
kind
have
of
a
like leaning
delivery.
against the door and like
And
waiting
I
for
have
Gina to come over.
no
Yeah.
doubt that you desire
No,
payment
no.
for this, do you not?
I would very much like payment.
Excellent.
She walks over and just starts growling at the man and just seems to be, what was it, just an intimidation check. Let's see how scary
On
Gina.
me?
You're
No,
going
not
to
on
try.
you.
Oh my god.
Not on you, on the
No,
man.
no, no.
who's-
He just told you to come over and sit down next to me.
Oh, okay.
Well then, your payment, as he gestures and an individual walks over, holds a hand out for the chain and holds a bag in the other hand.
She looks straight at him with a deadpan stare and drops Naya's chains.
Looks at the boss, looks at you, drops the bag on the floor.
Naya,
Then reaches
Yeah.
down, picks up the chain.
she reaches up behind her and in the same motion says, "Sick 'em."
And now it's initiative.
Hang
I'm
on, Adam.
guessing.
I'm typing to you first. As that's going on, as she's saying all of that, that's what I have with
Okay.
a target of being right there.
Yeah. In addition, since
And
that little RP is done, let me also describe what's in the room for y'all. Because the room is essentially a torture chamber. It is filled with chains and various torture objects. The table that I have actually put on the map is actually a rack.
Nice.
Ooh.
Expected.
Ooh.
oh boy.
Actually,
It
Adam,
looks
it'll
like
be
it's prepared for Naya.
Oh
As
no.
it looks like there's even straps for wings on there.
Oh.
Oh.
In addition, there are
Wolf barrel
chains hanging
style.
from various walls with manacles. Blood splatters across the floor, various objects, the walls. Although, looking at them, Sheena, you can tell they're fake. It merely
Ooh.
appears to be a blood splatter when it's actually very
Oh,
well
just
painted
fake.
because you can't smell any trace of blood. Not at those splatters because you're standing on one right now.
She
Too
just
bad
smells
fell
a
in one.
blood. She smells the blood like, wait, this is not. No, this is not blood at all.
Yeah, it is it is for all intents and purposes it is an actual torture chamber. That is what this is.
But this blood is just for show, basically.
It's a theater.
Yeah. Well, he keeps it out of character. It's kept clean because he doesn't want to worry about accidentally poisoning his pets. He doesn't want them to accidentally die. Therefore, it's kept clean and sterile.
Question: is the spell Rumple casting have somatic or verbal component?
Both.
So it's not a surprise round because we can see everybody. And if he starts casting, they're going to probably be drawing weapons and running him through. So it still goes to initiative.
It still goes to initiative.
even beforehand.
Well,
Surprise
because
round only
if you
works
start
if you are target's
casting,
not aware.
then other stuff will happen also. Because
By
the
the time
guy
I
at the
draw a
door
gun, everybody's going to reach for
had a
their weapon.
ready action.
Ready doesn't work outside of combat anyway.
Yeah. So the guy at the door, he was prepared to act in case somebody did something. By the way, as a note, this guy standing at the table is wearing chains, as well
So that's
as
gotta be
some
the bad
nice
guy.
gear, and not very nice clothes. He has what looks like a scar styled like a chain going across his face.
Tattoo gone wrong. Gotcha.
Or something. It's not a tattoo. It's a literal burn scar as a chain.
What if it was a sudden action? Would that still trigger?
Unless it is uh, sudden quicken, which turns it into a swift action.
Okay.
Or
That
you've
says
got,
widen.
or you can silent or still it.
It would have to go unnoticed for you to be able to
Yeah.
surprise him out of combat.
Subtly casting spells is a bitch.
Be like Jay trying to subtly reach for her
Even
sword.
if I'm tucked down behind Sheena,
You got a guard right at the door.
You got a
start
guard right at the door who's
chanting
watching
and
you.
waving your hands. He's gonna reach for his axe or whatever.
muttering and drawing in the dirt, maybe.
Oh, he's been watching. Oh, the floor is stone, as
No
are the
dirt?
walls. There's no dirt. It is
No
stone.
dust. So I couldn't make it look like I was just playing in the dust on the floor or nothing.
That
If
would
you look for dust, you'll
require-
find the floor is immaculately clean.
That would require like some kind of bluff or sleight of hand or something to try.
I could just hand him
Or
like to keep his
Didn't
him
draw that.
occupied. Just hand him pieces of paper. Here, draw. Actually, I have a game plan every time this winds up happening.
Whoops, I need a d20, not a d12.
You can make all the scrolls in the world.
Jay's
Please.
reaching for a sword. Naya's getting ready to attack. cast, and
Gina's on her
everybody's
grab.
going with initiative.
Yep. Let me pull up
I gotta
the
roll my-
appropriate
There wouldn't be
stats.
that chance of it blowing up and then charging in.
Not unless you want hit. I mean, you can do it. It's just like drops the chain, drops the bag, and you're like, okay, I guess it's time. Boom.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is he's watching, waiting.
Okay.
As soon as he notices Jay drop the chain, he casts Fireball and blows it up right off the back of this guy.
Okay.
It's a standard action, though. Fireball.
Yes, you can then do that as your action without telling anybody, without people realizing it. But the other person who was watching you will take
He's gonna notice.
his action. Because
Sheena would have
they
to have
already
been
know
watching
you're a
that guy.
pyromaniac.
I thought you said you couldn't ready action outside of combat.
Really can't.
You really
so
can't.
this guy wouldn't have a ready action for
So-
me to be casting.
No, but he's watching you. So you go to cast, he's also going to act.
Right.
And
And then it would be initiative between the two of you as to who would react first.
Oh.
Is that what that D20 was?
That can be a d20 for that. I'm doing general initiative for them.
Okay.
And then we can do a roll off between the two of us.
I
Okay.
really don't like that 17. If they have improved initiative, high dex, they're right there with us, if not higher. Ooh, I hope they rolled lower.
I'm rolling for each one.
14's a little bit better. Like that.
I like that number. Oh,
I like that number.
one. I like that one a lot.
That's probably the idiot at the door.
I hope that's the idiot at the door.
For note, both of these
That
two
would-
guys are both wearing a short sword and a rapier.
Oh, fucking course they both are.
So we don't know which is which. But at least we're at the door. Or at least
We'll just
part of the
leave
party
three
is.
heads.
So if he tries to bolt for it and get help, and he's the second, at least he ain't going anywhere.
Let's see. For Rumple, I need you to roll me a d20.
Because if we botch this mission, all three guilds are going to be gun
Oh.
flush. Efficiency of multi.
Damn!
You will get.
win again.
You have a +7. He has a +8. That ties. However, standard rule says players go first on the event of a tie. So yes, your fireball will get to go off.
Okay,
However-
this is like
He is then going to take his action.
Yeah, I figured that.
5
Is
places
it
get
left,
through Sheena?
full round.
Now this will just be only a standard action.
this is
And
just
she
like
is gonna
Roku
make
So
sure she
you
says
casting
sick them,
fireball on that spot?
Yeah.
and she is gonna make sure she says sick 'em loud enough that Sheena can
Oh, he
hear.
already told Sheena. He already whispered in her ear, when I cast, you kill.
Mhm. And
I
this
already
kinda
whispered to Sheena, when
Yeah,
I
and-
cast, you kill.
Yeah, but she
Yes,
doesn't
and
know
I'm-
that.
No, she did whisper that. He did whisper to her.
All right, so Naya, Jay, Reflex, as well as 2 NPCs, Reflex.
What the freaking hell?
It's as far away as I could get it without.
Yeah.
What's your Reflex DC?
Higher than that. Higher than that for a second level.
Oh no,
Fuck
I'm not
off, that
even.
was good
I haven't
for me.
added their bonuses yet.
For a 4th level spell, that's 4th level, right? Fireball.
3rd.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked off Firebrand. Wrong spell. Yeah, it's a
Woo!
3rd level spell.
That's good.
Uh,
That's really good.
yeah. So
Whoops, wrong one.
I now have 5 of those left.
Need-
For a third
Fireball with
level
a plus
spell,
6 would be a 19.
19, yeah. Yeah, reflexes the hell out of that one.
So
I got that on the die.
succeed and fail.
Arabella, no.
Roll your damage. Everybody
Arabella
except
didn't
the goofball in front of Jay succeeds.
Sudden empowered.
You need to declare that before.
Sorry, I forgot to.
Oh no.
In the discussion of whether
Oh,
I could or
Arabella
couldn't-
didn't have to roll.
Right.
She's 25. She didn't have to roll.
I meant to say it, but as we were discussing if I could or couldn't, I forgot. So it's.
We have it ready for the next one.
I don't have it pulled up in front of me. It's 10
DM's
d6.
discretion.
10d6. Yep, you're
and
still
then
gonna have to
pass
roll it.
again.
And I guess you remove the chains off me with a little swiggle. Got it.
So we're not counting the sudden empower?
No.
Okay.
You know,
You'll have
Kazu.
it for the next one.
So, for those who failed, which is the NPC, that will be 31 damage. For those
It's
who
half
pass,
15.
it will be 15 damage.
You know, cause when you're arguing about I get to go first, it's just like Rokugan's Ayajutsu's duo. That's what I was thinking of right now.
That's why I was like, wait a minute. My brain was like, hold on a minute. I gotta calculate this now.
16.
Who gets to draw first? It's high noon.
Hi,
All
damn.
right, and then I need
The hell
this
is that
book.
for?
46.
The fuck is that for?
Because I never set the HP for the NPC. I forgot.
Oh. Well, that ain't high.
But that's bad then. That
It's-
means that's the fake, and you have the second beside you, who's the master.
Yep.
Damn, that's probably right.
It's mid.
Which Naya didn't give the full details that he's like the poison master supposedly, and also really good with the blade and a threat. So you got the good bad guy on you.
Crap.
Don't worry, she doesn't protect.
Sheena, yeah, I was gonna say Sheena's right there. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
from
you
what
had
we've
no
been
way of
told-
knowing which one was
Well,
which.
if
Here's
he
the
beats Sheena in a niche and gets multiple attacks since he's within 5 feet, each one of those is a sneak attack, Sheena gonna get shredded.
And then rolling.
hopefully
for
Sheena goes first.
Sheena's never flat-footed. He can't sneak attack her.
Yeah, I can't get flat-footed.
Why?
She's a barbarian.
Uncanny dodge prevents you from being flanked.
And then I dex and stuff. That's right.
You
Uncanny
retain your
dodge
dex
improves
bonus
depending on
if you're
which-
caught flat-footed or struck by an invisible attacker. However, still lose your bonus when immobilized.
Which he's
That's-
not.
It's if caught flat-footed or struck by a visible attacker.
He's a visible attacker.
Correct. And in initiative, you are still considered flat-footed until it is your turn. The benefit she has is she has improved uncanny dodge, which means she cannot be sneak attacked unless the opponent has 4 more levels of rogue than she has in total barbarian.
Which, if he's 10th level, he'd probably have more than her barbarian levels anyway.
Her
which
prestige
would-
stacks, thankfully.
It
that would
does.
save her
Thank
butt.
you.
Yeah, I checked on that. That's what I was
Only
checking about
laughing.
earlier, Shig, was to see, does your prestige save your ass?
It does.
And the answer in this case is yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Which is a
dodge.
good news because he is the worst one. He DPS wise, his sneak attack is actually worse than the boss's.
Oh God.
So thank God you do have uncanny dodge, and he may not be higher because if that
Let me
didn't
see
stack,
what is
you'd
his
be
to
hosed.
hit. That would hit your AC, so that's just a miss. So that's a miss on Rumple.
For what?
He threw a knife at you
Oh.
So you're good. You're fine.
because I
Right.
rolled a natural 1. And then rolled to confirm, and he hits a 20 AC.
With a 5?
Uh-huh.
They good.
They're good at their job.
They already knew every single detail before she said anything.
You really think the heads of a criminal guild are not going to investigate things?
What he wants shows up at his doorstep? Yeah, he ain't stupid.
And the good news is, you wiped the NPC.
No flanking, but not that the two of them need it with the breach weapon and whatever the hell the rapier guy can do.
Yeah, but now Sheena's there and Rumple's about to go ham.
Why does his stat block not show up? There it is. And now that you've been able to determine who is who, I will actually put their info on the board.
Awesome.
Show nameplate.
Boss.
The ball. I don't see his HP going down from that fireball.
I didn't. Yeah, he probably hasn't typed it yet. Or God, I hope he hasn't typed it yet.
He may have had some kind of resistance up to protect him since he knew you were pyro. Or he may have a magic item to protect him from fire.
That would really not be good. Because Rumple will nope the fuck out.
Not surprising considering this guy is cautious. He doesn't keep his position by being dumb.
Now, does he have the ability to erase time and go 10 seconds into the future? Just kidding.
No, he does not, thankfully.
Michael will know I'm
So-
kidding at.
15 damage, yes, no?
No,
No?
he's a rogue.
Evasion.
Oh,
He
yeah.
made the save, no
He made the
damage.
Save, no damage.
He's a
Right.
rogue. Sorry, dude.
Rogue
That's
says
right.
no.
I forgot they had that too.
I mean, his reflex is obscene. I'll be honest. And then it's initiative, and he says a command word, and the door slams shut.
Boy, there's a fucking surprise.
Right?
Yeah, I know, not a surprise. And then
There's not visible guys or traps.
let's see, move action, draw an item, and yeah, move it. So move at that's his standard action, and then it's move action, draw, pick up item. As he picks up a chain. Is he
Boy,
just
there's a
basically
shocker.
grabs one of the chains he's wearing, just gives it a tug, and it falls off into his hands, and now he's got a chain in his hand.
Looks like Clarice was right about you.
Jay.
Full attack on Mr. Chain Happy. Oh, and he's out of my reach, so I'm gonna have to throw it.
Other side of that table, which gives him cover, but that help. It's easier to hit. I like them numbers.
Did you throw all three or just two?
Let's go with 2. I'm gonna keep one on me. This guy's. I've gotten some scary stories from this guy.
Okay, the first 2 hit. And
I'd hope they'd hit with those fucking numbers.
that
Not, we're
hits.
out.
Excellent.
Maybe no, not.
Are you taking a 5-foot step at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
All right. Next up,
Sorry, Naya, you're being used as a human shield.
5-foot step, drawing weapons as moving, and stabbing.
Ooh, joy. He is dual.
Yeah, he is dual wield. Whoops,
Joy.
wrong character sheet.
Guess the only grace is the fact that neither one of them are flat-footed. Count as it.
Yeah, but I mean, if he hit a DC 20, an AC 20 with a 5, I'm fucked.
Well, at least you're not taking extra like 5 or 6 D6 sneak attack 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, you're not
That
taking
would
the sneak
critically
attack
bring you
this
down.
time. So 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right. He only gets 2 attacks. The 15 is going to miss. So it's 9 points of damage. And I have to double check the book because I have to double check if this is a fort or will save you have to make.
God,
That's not a good sign.
nope.
They're rogues. They don't play fair.
Because that's dual will save at that point.
The worst part is, there's nowhere for him to run.
You're gonna freak the hell out.
Yup. Shit's about to fucking.
Stunning Adam is on page 40, Magic Item Compendium. And that weapon function as a screen weapon addition on a successful crit hit,
Fortitude.
make a save a DC fort. Be
So
stunned for a round.
fortitude save, sir.
Functions as a screaming weapon.
24.
You made a 24? Then you are good, sir. You are not stunned by this thing.
That would have messed you up in the next Don't
Oh, it
worry,
doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna
I gotta
give.
make a will save as soon as my turn starts.
Which that part they don't know about. But yes, it is your turn now, sir.
Okay, I pass. 5 foot step back. Sudden maximize firebrand.
Okay.
I'm drawing these ones because
Oh, we
I
don't
have
need the
plans.
original X.
There, 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 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
All right, and they have to make a reflex, correct?
Reflex for half, I believe, and it's 10d6 damage, and then 5d6 again on my next round.
Believe that succeeds for both of them.
Fine.
Unless your DC is a 27.
No.
5
Actually,
full
it's
spell
20.
makes it 21.
Then they succeed the
Flex for
save.
half, which means no damage.
No damage, unfortunately.
For
I'll-
both?
They're both
You're
rogues.
rogue.
This is
Ah!
now,
Flex
if
is
they
half.
stay there, they will still take the damage next turn.
All subjects burst.
Which does mean yes, they have to move or get screwed.
And either way, he placed it just right that there's really
They're
at
they're
least
very
the
much
poison
limited on
guy
where they
doesn't
can
have
go.
anywhere.
Well, and I figured one of y'all was going to move into that open spot. Like, I did
Yeah,
try to plan it.
yeah, it does box them in, very much so. So then, Naya, what do?
Options, options, options. I think I am going to shed these chains and float my happy ass over there as I go Faye, Joy Stealer, and go over there and reach out and touch him.
Joy Stealer. Oh my fucking god.
Chains fall through me. I float over pretty dress and I reach out and touch him.
Reach out and touch face.
He's gonna touch her. She's gonna touch his no spot.
Daddy, why is she touching the no-no places?
Roll to hit.
Daddy, make him stop.
And touch attack of 28.
Yes.
And considering I already know he has crap for charisma potentially, and this thing eats it like candy, there's 2 points charisma gone.
All right.
And he's
Got it.
Cool
charisma
note,
like
don't
candy.
ever piss off Naya.
Arabella.
Deck dodge.
Cleric?
Did you mute
Ang-
yourself?
Person who's angry that Rumple is burning things.
Lydia, you did mute yourself. You're muted.
I'm muted on here. Okay. I for the longest time, I thought I was just muted on the mic, like my actual physical mic, because it has one of those buttons that make me quiet.
Yeah, there's a mic on the headset, and then there's the Discord mute.
Yeah.
I use the mic on the headset personally.
I think I used the Discord one because I was talking with my mom. Yep, that's why I did it.
All right, what you doing?
Thinking first. All right. Now, if we focus on the bad guy, then that means that everybody's gonna get pissed off. But at the same time, we might wind up taking in charge. So fuck it, go for the main guy.
Which one?
Ah shit.
You really haven't been paying attention. have you?
Honestly, I'd go with the poison guy because he's gonna be the pain in the ass to deal with.
Poison guy.
Yeah.
Poison guy. All right.
It's the one down by you. Yeah.
This guy.
Yep.
And
thought
yes,
that was
it was
poison
a
guy.
swift action
Nope.
transform.
That's the chain guy.
Mm,
The one down by Sheena's the poison guy.
all right. I'm going to need.
Technically, both could be. We just don't know.
He's the most proficient with poison. Well, most common with poisons, I guess.
You have no idea.
Teen heals from transfer.
Can I have a fortitude save from him, please?
From who?
Almost full
Poison
life.
guy.
Wait.
Poison guy.
Okay, the second.
The second. Yes.
Okay. There are names on them for a reason.
Ye old
Guy.
secondy.
Guy at door with rapier and going after.
16.
Oh, you.
Also
fool.
depends on what the effect is. He might have more.
It's Moonbolt.
Is this...
Requires attack roll or anything, or just happen.
No, it just happens.
So
Sweet.
what spell is... Or what's the spell level? Or what... Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. What is your DC?
My spell DC for it will be 18.
Okay, then he does succeed.
Ah.
Means no
Because he gets a
damage.
+2 versus spells.
Mm. He might. He might.
Because he
be
only
able-
appears to be human. That is not his actual race.
The fuck? He still takes half the damage though.
No.
Possibly dwarf.
Rogue.
I
It
think
still
Moon...
affects.
Is Moonbolt save versus half or just save versus period?
Gate. Whatever.
Save versus half.
It's an attack roll, so it's not a reflex.
Blue, would you stop howling at me and come within reach?
There
get
is no
that
attack roll,
separate.
Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it is reflex?
No, it was fort, she said.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he just eats it for
Yes.
fun. Better than nothing. How much
Yep.
does it get messed up?
6.
Yep. That's not a bad number. 2 4s and a 3. That is very nice numbers. I like it.
Alright, so 6. His strength goes to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Or loses 6 off his strength.
Reduced by 6.
Yes, it's
Okay.
reduced to 6.
That only helps a little bit.
Better than none.
3 off
That was-
the hit.
That's not the
Damn.
stat you needed to reduce on him.
I know it's Dex, but what can you do? I don't have.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Alright, guy on the floor.
Thought he was dead.
Not entirely.
Dying.
I'm not
Oh,
dead
wow.
yet.
He made it.
Sheena.
Holy crap.
Let's see. Now, time for Sheena to go. Well, not completely all out.
Michael, that's the second D100 roll tonight I've made that was less than 10.
I know, but someone actually made the save.
I
I
know,
mean, we're not
holy
gonna kill him
shit, man.
afterwards, but yeah. Go, Sheena, go. Sheena,
He's
I mean,
enraging.
probably
He's enraging
working
and
on
feral.
bleeding out on the floor, but
There's a reason why I'm having to roll for him. So what's Sheena do?
Enraging and battle. Enraging and feral.
no
All right.
bracers.
No bracers.
not yet.
Eat him up.
And I'm not. And doing a full-out attack on the dude in front of me. Stay away from. She does. She would say stay away from little man, but she just lets out a loud roar and just start clawing and biting.
Door's gonna have blood all over.
At least this one will be real.
It would be bloody beautiful.
Go, Sheena, go.
Wink and a nudge.
And a bite.
Oh!
2 good hits. That 9's probably gonna fail, but
Kill him. Kill him.
they don't have a lot of life.
Ooh,
Only the first hit and the bite hit.
Ooh.
2 hits.
that's still quite a bit of
A bit of
damage.
damage.
45.
That's a
good
lot of
chunk.
damage.
Yes.
That gonna hurt.
Now I have to check the book. Yes, the damage will happen. However, Armor Enchantment says you might have problems.
What?
Oh, does he have like retaliation or something? Not gonna hurt her that much.
I think retaliation is typeless, so I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
just
if DR
D.
would apply.
Shouldn't. I don't think it counts as physical. It's just like magical backlash. It's just like you said, typeless. Pretty sure.
It is indeed typeless.
You're gonna take a D8 of damage or something.
She hit twice, each for over 10.
2d8.
You take 7 points of damage that ignores your DR,
Okay.
and that would be 45 to him, which he does not take all of.
She did not feel that.
Nonsense.
But she has magical. Well, she has magic attack.
Uh-huh.
That's probably what did it.
So,
Oh God, there's something. There's something you're not telling us. Or is
there are ways
Is
to
it-
reduce damage that, whether your attack is magical or not, doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dude, imagine how much shit we could get for that armor.
yeah, okay? That's all I could do. But she
Now
just,
you're thinking like a mercenary.
okay. That's it. Now my turn.
Doing
Then.
rumble
I'm
moves.
thinking like a thief.
Alright. His turn.
Bring it, big boss. Do
Be
you
right back
like me
quickly.
now?
Are we going to get paid for this? Or is it just, yeah.
Move action. Tumbles.
Over or under the thing?
Under the table, yes.
Under
Ooh,
the table, where there's gum above. Seriously. So
nice.
much-
And then let's see who... Oh, wait, no, it's half speed. One moment. 15. So that puts him to there.
He got what?
He got
He
stumbled.
rolls and he stands back up, and everybody's within chain range, almost.
Ah!
Rumple's in a corner.
Rumpled no like. Does a 38 hit Jay?
Oh fucking yeah!
You take 18 points of damage. And he heals.
What?
And I need a fort save from you.
Fuck!
Jay! No!
That
Could have drank
succeeds.
that medicine I gave you.
You mean the however old medicine?
A year's
It's
nothing to an elf.
magical. I was about to say, yeah.
Jay, it is your turn. Your sword's returned to your hand.
I'm gonna 5-foot step and just fucking go ham.
Dual wield or single?
Yes.
We're just gonna single because I don't have anything set up for dual wield.
Oh.
That's fine. 3 swings is good.
Oh, no, she has 2 weapon fighting anyway.
Wreck him.
Huh? And while doing it, I'd like
I'm
to
back.
activate my Torque of the Titans for an
The Torque of the
additional.
Titans.
Swift
Yes,
action?
for an additional. Yeah, for an additional +5 to my damage roll.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah?
That affect one attack or all for the round?
Additional attack. Would it be attack bonus?
No, it's just a bonus to... If it's the one I think of, it's bonus to strength checks and it's only damage.
It also says melee damage rolls.
Damage rolls, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not attack.
Here, let me start.
It does the bonus to damage.
Yes.
Or
Flank? No. Power attack? No. Attack? No.
when you make an attack with
Power
the
attack?
swift
No.
action, you get a
Damage.
plus
There we
1
go.
bonus
There we go. I got it.
to weapon damage for 1 round. So yeah, all of it.
Holy fuck!
Wreck him.
Oh.
Holy
God.
fuck!
Only that first
wait a
attack
minute.
hits.
What?
But
That's still 50 damage.
Yeah.
That's save or
And
die.
Tell me that to confirm crit.
I need you to make a percentile roll.
What?
On.
Oh, he's gonna trigger an ability to displace himself.
Nope.
Fucking asshole.
Fortification. But
What is that?
Oh,
that
What sort of
percentile is high enough. He only has lesser on there.
does he get
Oh.
to? Does he roll or does Jay?
It's a she does. The
Oh,
one
I was always.
I usually have the ones making the attack roll make the
Roll
percentile roll.
fucking high.
It's only
uh,
25%.
It's a
so she got
25. She
over it.
made it.
What does
Nice.
fortification
Four.
do exactly?
Doesn't
Has
matter.
a
He-
percentage chance of
matter.
canceling out crits and sneak attacks in
Oh,
any
Come on.
such effects.
Gimme.
That's 50 damage. That's save or die.
Well, that's crit cards. See
That's
what happens.
crit
It
card.
may be regular damage, which
Yes.
removes the crit.
And I know she has the slashing, and I know
Definitely
she
got
has the
weapon focus.
weapon focus.
Mhm.
So your
Good.
options are
Good stuff. Good stuff.
gory, normal damage, target is sickened for 1d6 rounds.
Yeah.
Or shattered jaw, normal damage and 1 con damage. Target cannot speak or bite until healed.
Jaw.
Yeah.
Jaw's the better option.
It
Con
just
damage means he loses health.
not
Alright,
really
let's
the
go with the
same
jaw.
as what you dealt
Jaw,
damage.
so
but
1
still
point of con
good.
damage to him, 28 damage.
You better not have an odd number at him.
So,
Even.
1 moment, I'm doing math because of
So-
bullshit he has. 28
He's got
minus
an even
that.
number, and
So-
minus
whatever level he
that.
is, he loses that much life.
So, question.
That's
is
not
it
the math
better-
I'm having to do. Hold on with the questions.
No, it was just a general question.
Just let him hold on with the
Let him
question.
math first.
Math is hard.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give you the low number.
No.
Ooh.
25, 13. Okay. That effect is gone, and he takes 13 damage. Alright. Now he takes the con loss.
He only took
How-
13 damage.
What?
He has DR and temporary
Oh, that's
that he
nonsense,
activated on
Adam.
his turn.
I call it shenanigans.
It's on
Do
his
the
character
potion
sheet.
Stuff.
It's a cheap item that gives, like, swift action, get temporary.
Oh god. Oh my god, damn it.
Oh.
Minus 1 con. He has an even con, so that will drop him.
I mean, on the other side, on one hand, that's unfair, but on the other hand, this is kind of a boss fight, guy, so we should expect this kinds
It's
of bullshit.
super cheap item that everyone could have at this point.
Yes.
It's like dirt cheap.
In fact,
I want.
I think a few party members have had, several party members in the past have had this.
Yeah, and everyone currently and past characters even have all passed on it.
Yeah. Because if I remember correctly, this was an option item for the party, and nobody wanted it at one point.
Correct. We sold it.
Mm-hmm.
You sold it?
The party
No
as a
one-
whole agreed to sell it.
The players never wanted it. I've already got item for that slot. Oh, how you?
Wait, was I in the party at the time?
Yeah.
Your previous character was, yeah.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then yeah.
And tumble.
Come on.
1, 2, 3. So 3. Rogues are assholes.
Well, reflex
Nice.
versus reflex mage, not exactly the most favorable fight. At least
Now
he had him
then-
in a niche. So otherwise, it would have been much worse.
He
Thank
only
God they
gets
don't have
a
any
attack.
faint feats or other sleight of hand crap.
8 damage. And he's already used the stunning, so he can't use it against you again. And then he heals as well.
That's annoying.
You so, oh my god.
It's obvious what they got.
Rumple! 5-foot step and blast?
I don't have it. Matters.
The fire on the ground wall disappear, Adam.
Yep.
Been around.
No, it happens now.
Exactly. Top of your turn. It's been around. Poof. Fire's out. Don't freak out. Kick ass.
I have to make a will save before I don't freak out.
Which thankfully you have a high
Guys
will, so yeah.
fucking bouncing around behind. Sheena did 1,000 damage to him, and he's bouncing around after the mage.
You're squishier and more dangerous as a whole, so.
No, I'm not. I haven't done any damage to anybody.
They don't know what else you can do, also. They've seen you use 2 spells.
They've seen Sheena rip his arm off. They've seen Jay smash the dude's jaw.
Yeah.
The boss is going after Jay.
The boss is going after Jay.
Damage. This guy's harming, like, literally going after the wrong person.
Oh no!
Sheena's gonna
Next
rip
round.
him apart on round.
Yeah.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about. Just total defense or get the hell out of dodge and let Sheena do her thing,
I'm
and it's
gonna
over.
fucking sudden empower a chain lightning between the two of them. It's the only fucking spell I have that doesn't have a reflex save.
Perfect spell to use then. It should F them up nicely. Distance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. If it's 30-foot gap
I
between
can
the two,
do it. I can do it. I just checked it.
Nice.
So is
Just
Chain Lightning, Fortitude, Will,
No,
any
there's
effect?
no save. It's boom, done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Chain Lightning is just boom, done. I point at boss, he goes zap, and then the lightning bounces between them.
Alright.
And it's 11d6 at my level.
Reflex save for half? Wait,
No.
what?
Not if I remember right.
Well, it should be just like lightning, which is reflex save for half, but I'm
I have
checking
no
it.
idea.
That's what it looks like. It says.
Because it's
Chain
next
lightning,
round.
saving throw, reflex for half, SR.
Be right back quickly.
Creates electrical discharge. Unlike lightning, chain lightning strikes one object, initial creature, then arcs to other targets.
I see.
The bolt deals a d6. After the initial target, equal
Well,
to
in that case,
attack
I'm
rolling
just gonna
change.
firebrand again and burn it on that and hope to fucking God they don't move.
Yeah.
Well, them moving means they can't get their full attack. Which has also been helping a lot.
Each target can attempt to reflex
Because
save
they
for
get
half. Secondary target.
4 attacks apiece normally.
Stop then 30 feet, and no target be struck more than once.
5, 6.
Choose fewer than maximum targets if you like. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna frag the guy on the ground too?
He ain't
Well,
dead
still alive.
yet.
That's actually a good thing.
He's not dead yet.
Yes and no. I mean, if we wanted his equipment, it may not be there, but it is what it
No,
is.
this one doesn't do that.
Oh.
This
Well.
isn't Fireball, this is Firebrand. Giving Shig a spot to try to jump in between Ken and hoping that people jump into those opens below.
Given.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
This fight's honestly going better
Sudden
than
Empower,
expected.
that's 11, 10d6 plus half again.
Michael? Don't jinx it.
I expected one of them to pop out.
Michael?
Invisible, sneak attack,
Michael?
drop, and poison.
Michael?
So it's
Shh.
38, 37, rounded down would be 36, so another
18.
18
Again.
again.
Okay.
40, 50,
Alright.
5? Is that right?
But I mean, it's
Yeah.
4th, 5th level spell, so I mean, they've only got
21.
a DC of fucking 21, and they've got a fucking mega reflex save.
Yeah, they're rogues. They have a high reflex.
I mean, they've only got to roll like what, a 4?
To hit a 21, they have to roll a 9.
Well, let's see some fucking low rolls.
16 and 15.
God damn it.
Yeah. These are y'all's level, if not a little bit. One is a little bit higher.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get very good XP out of these guys and good loot.
No. The fact that we're taking on NPCs our level and we're doing well.
Well, the thing is
Answers
Rumple's
the
spells are
question.
causing crowd control effects, so they can't get their full attacks.
Not they don't want to be
being
fragged.
useful while being frustrated at the same time.
Yes.
Oh,
very,
you gotta
very
worry about
useful.
Fear.
Because
But
their full
definitely keeping them
attacks
moving.
are the boss gets 5, the other guy gets 4 attacks per round.
Fuck that.
With their healing mechanics and effing us up. Yeah, no.
We'll see
With
about
better
ending
and they
it
have
next round.
DR.
Pass.
Yeah.
Naya, you might want to eat people this round.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Naya, it's your turn.
Float over to here and attack from behind. Touch attack. Oh,
That is a miss.
but
Oh,
that
no.
touch would probably be okay.
Let
Maybe.
me check his AC.
That's
That's
pretty
gonna
close,
miss.
though. Oh, he's got a 17 because deflection rate or something.
So that'll have to be a natural.
That is a
Well,
confirmed natural 1.
On a natural
annoying
attack.
natural attack.
What am I going to do to myself?
Oh, you get lucky. It doesn't apply.
Shouldn't.
It says that tastes awful. If this was a bite attack, you're nauseated.
Don't have my attack.
Thank God for that.
If Gina fumbled and that did a fumble on her bite.
That's the benefit of this form. At least I don't have to worry about backlash, really.
Yeah, most of the backlash you don't get screwed on. And
Oh no, I bleed. With what blood? I don't have a body.
Arabella, what do?
I do not know. Oh wait, I do know. Hey. Guess what?
Boss.
No.
Do it. Be useful.
Walk out the room?
Mass bull strength.
What?
+4 strength to you.
Mm-hmm.
+2 to hit and damage.
And if memory serves me correct.
And that one lasts minutes, so I'm not going to ask for duration.
Yeah, the only downside is if he's got a chain, he gets an attack of op.
He does!
Oof.
It didn't specify casting defensively.
It's fine.
Well, it's a reach weapon with cover, so she
Doesn't
does
that
get an
mean
AC
Jay-
bonus. And he rolled for shit.
I don't think that's going to hit her AC
Not with a +4.
No.
because of the cover bonus.
Yay for Jay being in the way and blocking with her sword.
As
Thank you,
it
Jay.
goes whipping next to your head, as he lashes that chain out.
Teamwork.
Hey, that's not very polite. Anyway,
Oh, I can show you polite. You might not like it, but I will.
But yeah, they are. Let's measure out this room and everything. So I can get Jay, I can get you, and
Oh, you're doing mass?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
going to be able to
all
get the whole party.
Yep. Mass bull strength, everyone! Congratulations, you
Which
have now.
does not stack with any strength items you already have. It overrides.
I know.
It will stack with the rage, with the barbarian rage, though.
Because Sheena does not have a strength item.
Yes, it will.
As long as it's not.
Go fucking ham, doggo.
Hey, and Rumple gets a strength boost as well.
Not that that fucking matters. I'm gonna stab him with my dagger.
You
I
just
still have my belt though.
you just feel a little gnome being Gina's also being ripped.
But congratulations! I hope you don't have a strength item, Naya.
It's worthless to me, but thank you for the offer.
Well, now I feel bad.
I don't have a
And-
strength score right now, so you know.
But wait, does it shift with every form you have? Oh.
The magic
Oh.
effect would stay in effect. So if I shift something else, yes, it would.
Because it's on the person. By the way, that guy is confirmed dead.
Really?
Oh yeah, your firebrand
yeah,
lit
oh
up,
my
and he was in
God.
the square, so he died.
Yeah, he couldn't reflex out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Well, even if he did make the save, that's still 15 damage. He's already negative.
Oh, yeah.
Negative 10. Boom, dead.
We were just letting him bleed out on the floor.
He wasn't bleeding out. The boss was going to kill him,
Oh,
and then
useless sick.
heal off of him.
Even better.
Because
Just
it's
give
like-
Jay another chance to go fucking ham.
If he couldn't hit y'all, he was gonna hit him and heal. That guy's dead. I can take him off the initiative board. Sheena.
Let's see.
Go ham, doggo.
Yeah, Gina's letting characters fire in there. She's charging at the guy.
I gave you a safe space.
Can't charge that way because you're in the way for
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah, so she's just gonna do it.
Oh.
you're gonna-
Doing
Bad doggo.
Bad
there,
doggo!
into the fire,
Oh.
going into the
Oh.
fire.
Reflex.
Literal.
Doggo doesn't think good on a good day.
Doggo is in rage. Doggo doesn't
And
think.
feral.
Damn it, doggo. No, you don't need to make it now. You're gonna take it as soon as my turn comes
Okay.
up. The point was that you're supposed to not stand in it once I put it there. Once
Doggo's
it's
gonna
there, it goes
burn.
off on my next turn, and you take 5d6 and then half again.
7d6 in essence, but 5d6 with half. Oh well, she's gonna burn a little bit.
But she
Uh,
doesn't
I
see
kind
the
of wish
terror.
it gave me the dice and not just half again. I kind of wish it let me roll the dice.
3.0, I believe it did. 3.5, they didn't to
They
make it more
changed it.
streamlined. Because it got ridiculous at higher level.
Well,
because how
yeah,
much
because
dice
can
get
you
rolled.
imagine casting that on a 12 or 15d6 spell? Please?
Oh my god, I realized I've been using the summon creature
Oh
monster
no!
mod.
the first one hits.
And the bite.
You get 3
Very
attacks
fu-
though, don't you?
Yeah, but then the bite is an extra attack. Like it's basically a bonus
So
face for me.
attack number 3 is a confirmed fumble, sir.
Yeah.
Fumble.
All kinds of confirmed fumbles tonight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
bite.
see. Oh. This is becoming a running theme with you, Sheena. The
What
attack,
is it?
the critical fail is literally called stop hitting yourself.
Oh my god.
Again?
You take 24 damage to yourself as you hit
God
yourself
damn
instead
it,
of him.
doggo.
And reducing it out will be 21 damage.
It's like, damn it, doggo.
Then switch action, I heal myself with my
Yes.
cloak.
Does she bite, though?
The first attack hits, the other, I want to say yes. I have to double check one thing because I don't remember the
Damn it,
answer to
Jake.
this fucking question. Because wasn't expecting to hit exactly on the head. For the most part.
Well,
Uh,
Eating away at his con buff. And he's healing a little bit of it, so not so bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
that
didn't mean to
the
say-
bite does miss.
Ah, so the second attack does miss too.
Yes.
I would
Alright,
say-
that's- Look,
So
I actually
that-
healed myself, so that's the end of my turn.
22 damage is still 22 damage.
Mhm.
Boss's turn.
Gonna move.
Doable. Let me roll.
Oh. You better have some good
No.
ranks. If he's our level, he could have a maximum of
20.
12 plus 3, 15 plus the 8 plus his dex mod. He's not going to fail that 25.
Who knows?
I mean, I've got a 20 as a max number. How has he got a 25?
Ranks plus modifier.
The max ranks you can have is your level plus 3.
3. If he's 12, he'd have 15. If he has a modifier plus 4, being 18 dex, he'd be 19, and plus any other bonuses and such.
That makes it so he
Plus
gets
dice roll.
to
Not to mention
there.
any circumstance or other benefits. Yay, magic.
Gets
Where the
to,
fuck did he go?
he tumbled.
He
Oh,
went over
no,
there
I
to flank Sheena,
Oh.
even though Sheena probably can't be flanked, but
Exactly.
Has to
Don't
have
know till
4
you
more
try.
levels than you. He does not.
And that's a miss anyways.
No,
Probably
that's a hit. Unless for some reason you, Little Miss, have a 31 AC.
Yeah, no, I don't have it that high yet.
So that is a hit. So I will go ahead and do
That's why I forgot about the bonuses.
19 points of damage.
with a ranged weapon in melee.
Spike chain.
Spike
Reach
chain.
weapon.
That means that he's got attack of op.
Nope, not with reach.
So
Spike
weapon,
chain allows it to be used in melee and at reach, no penalty.
yeah, it's a weird weapon. It's a melee
Really
that doesn't.
exotic.
It's an exotic weapon for a reason. Which also means
Unlike a-
all his feats are devoted to pretty much pulling this shit off. As well as a prestige class.
Spike chain is a fun weapon.
It is fun, and it has a lot of bullshit attached to it.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, one of the said bullshits is going to trigger.
Do you want me to make a forward save or
Is
something?
it the heal bullshit?
No, he's probably gonna trip you.
Oh, the heal
Or is it
bullshit's automatically happens anyway.
Just a magic property that they picked up and attached to their weapon.
Isn't vampire like a +4?
It's not vampire.
Nope, it's not. It's not a vampiric weapon. Otherwise, he'd be getting half the damage he deals to you back.
He doesn't have that stupid torque for what he deals. He heals.
No, he's got a different next slot item.
No, he's got the stupid weapon augmentation crystal for that, and they got the armor augmentation to lessen the damage. Standard items for characters, in addition to the amulet, which gives them temporary. All the stuff you need for tanking or surviving. Basic, cheap-ass stuff that's awesome.
The stuff that's not cheap is his armor and his weapons.
Yeah.
No
So
weapon.
what does he do to me exactly?
I need a strength check from you.
Kind of trip, yeah.
Of course, a strength.
Well, you got a strength bonus.
Oh fuck!
Oh, oh my god! Are you serious?
You sir ripped off your feet
Wow.
and are on the ground.
Wait,
That-
what?
that-
With a +4 strength?
Natural
He
20 on the
has
dice.
he got a nat 20 on the dice. He has a total of +9 to that. He had a 29 total.
Shit, that's because he just got a nat 20. That's all. That's the reason why.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You have +10. He has +9 to this.
He had luck, which is the only reason he beat
At least it's that's. I'd rather have him crit on that as opposed to an attack roll.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's gonna disagree with that statement.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Prone and in the fire.
Okay, he does not get those other effects. None of those other effects apply. So that's all he does. Because he's constantly having to damn tumble out of the fucking fire.
Alright, so that gives me a +4,
Jay,
and I'm also gonna activate my one use of my one mighty blow after the fact, and he's getting a couple of swords through. He's getting all three thrown at him because my ass is gonna make sure he goes the fuck down.
all right.
Mighty blow.
4 full attack, and then there's a 3d6 on top of that. Because he ran away. I'm not happy.
You don't like it when they get out of melee with you?
No.
Why? Because they decide they don't have to just sit there and let you hit them?
Me no likey.
They run like cowards. Or they ran like Rumple.
Well, Rumble's kept it together so
That
far,
first
being trapped
attack
in his
hits.
box.
He's not about to.
The other 3 miss.
What do you mean other 3?
Well, other 2, I'm sorry. I was
Other
looking at
3?
4 attacks and was going 3. So the first one hit.
Plus 11.
Wow, okay. So 11 and 22 is 33.
33.
Minus...
He's taking like 15.
The belt to one mighty blow would not apply.
Why?
Activating the belt grants extra damage to your next melee attack made before the end of your turn.
Ranged.
It only works on one single attack, which would be great for the two-handed if you did in melee to get an extra 3d6 out of it. Although you're wielding it one-handed, so it's technically 2d6, but yeah, it would not apply. I would probably say use your torque instead if you have more uses of it.
Can't.
Suck.
It does not stack.
Then I guess the 11 does not apply unless you want to get up in it.
Oh, this guy's health is annoying.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a boss fight if they weren't fucking annoying.
That's what I was saying. This is a boss fight. Boss fights are not supposed to be a walk in the park.
Boss fight? A walk in the park? Never.
I mean, sometimes
step.
they are. Like that one fight with that big Minotaur, like that big Centaur thing that was an easy fight.
Because y'all got the attacks off in advance. Otherwise, it would not have been an easy fight.
Weeded it down for 2 rounds.
Thanks to Rumple blowing the shit out of it.
Otherwise, it would have shredded everybody.
I mean, this would have been over 4 rounds ago if Rumple's spells had hit.
Yeah. Instead, you're crowd controlling and preventing them from doing more than one attack against us.
He's getting his full attack this round.
Yes, but not against Rumple.
I mean,
No?
No.
They're teaming up against the Sheena.
This is
Doesn't
against the
look like they're hitting the Sheena.
Nope,
he's
those
not
are
done.
missing. Wait, what?
That's the one-hander. Now he's got the offhand.
And that's still a
Oh,
miss.
I didn't set it for full attack.
Now you gotta roll the other one at larger negatives.
Yeah.
Don't think he would. Yeah. No.
None of those hit Sheena.
Mm-mm.
Sheena has a 23 AC. 22, 22, 22. Sheena got
So
lucky.
Kind of awesome.
Not a whole lot of damage, but
So
lucky.
the squares all go off, and you hear Rumple running away like 20 feet, going dodge, 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 dodge. And then he turns around and 3-point shots a fireball, badow.
I need you to roll the damage for Sheena also.
Right badow, just.
So Sheena first burns, guy stabs you in the back,
I gotta
and then
roll
fireball.
Sheena. Fucking damn it!
I have to.
You have to
I have
dodge
to-
it. Can he get a reflex on that? Yes.
Yes, I do have reflex. So let's see. Reflex.
Flash roll. 5d6.
Yes, I missed. I
Yeah,
I made it.
you'll take half damage. So 17 half
16
of
plus
8,
8 is 25.
5.
Cut in half,
Half
is
again is
12. So Sheena burns for 12. And apparently Guy shanks Runkle in the back for 10.
I mean, I figured that. I'm running away.
Yeah.
Rumple is having none of this.
He's taking the
will
attack
is
of
gone.
Bob.
Rumple is now losing his cool. He's like, run away, dodge, 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 dodge!
You can move 25 feet.
20,
On the upside,
5,
here's the thing.
10.
They're
I moved one too many, sorry.
Guys, think of it this way: they're annoying us, but at the same time, you're annoying them. I
Yes.
can't do any.
But
If I-
he literally is just the guy that was in front of him is his target. He's had enough of this shit. He's dropping that fireball right fucking there.
Alright, let me clear out the firebrand.
Boop, 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 boop. Don't delete the Sheena.
Yeah, don't
I am not deleting the Sheena.
It would have been hilarious if you did.
Yeah, hit the undo, so then you gotta bring her back.
Right there, and she's back. Right there.
Thank God they
And
didn't
that
give
guy
him
is
that
crispy
dodge
crittered.
attack.
Dodge, 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 dodge!
Equipment.
And so you said fireball right here, correct?
No, fireball right here, because
Fireball
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Chains is a dex weapon, correct?
Can't be finessed.
No, it's strength. It's not a finesse weapon.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Spike Chain could be.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It is only marked as a a two-handed reach weapon.
All
Huh.
right, I
I'm
shall
surprised.
remove that idea for a character.
Here's the catch. Arabella, Jay, Sheena, reflex saves.
What's that?
Fuck.
Wait, how many saves do I have?
You have to make
You gotta
another
make
one.
more. Because
Oh,
he's
one more.
fireballing you, Arabella.
Sheena's lost his mind. Hey, that's a save.
Sheena's
not.
lost his
Yeah.
mind.
That's my
not.
Yep,
lowest
I'm fine.
stat.
Sheena and Jay
Why?
both save.
Why?
I
Why,
totally rolled an 18 on that.
why do you?
Oh!
hate God?
Oh,
Damn.
and that's potential equipment damage.
Fuck yes, somebody's going down. Oh, look at the damage.
Okay, ow!
Save for half is 21, otherwise 43.
Fuck. Okay.
So everybody who
Ow.
saved, you take 21. Everybody else, you take.
Minus 21.
Everybody else is almost having to make a fort save or die. They're getting effed
Ooh,
up.
wait. Fort save.
Cleric might want to start healing people now.
Cleric might want to start healing
Cleric
people.
just took a shit ton of damage.
Cleric just got a new haircut.
I'm fine.
Sheena has evasion like the boss.
Actually, she has.
Rumple
has-
is clearly panicked. If anybody's looking, Rumple looks freaked out.
Yeah.
Congratulations! You played yourself. Anyway,
You played yourself.
anyway, recently Arabella has been wearing her hair up anyway.
Do mine eyes deceive me? Do I see a second X on the map?
Yeah, that's the guy who must have missed
Oh, he
his
had
dodge.
9 HP.
He
Oh.
missed his dodge.
And even with improved evasion, he takes half that. Half of 43 is 21. He's
He
confirmed
took the
dead.
whole thing.
Still
Yeah.
crispy.
So why
What-
wasn't
what
he
about the
taking
other
any
guy?
damage from the other spells?
He kept making his reflex.
He made the saves.
He didn't make the. He's the one who rolled the 1.
He rolled the 1.
He failed, but he still gets to take half, period.
Oh.
21 versus 9 life is 100% dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not even,
That's
oh,
no-
I'm negative but might be still alive. No, no, no. He's outright fucking dead.
And possible equipment damage.
You fried him.
Oh, I burned that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Rumple
He,
is having a panic attack.
Does anyone want barbecue tonight? Because that's what we're
Rumple's having a straight up panic attack.
You don't
Wait.
want barbecue.
oh,
Wait.
he's
God, there's air
fried.
in this room.
He's
7?
burnt.
What are you doing here?
7 in human form. Kind
Well,
of.
1 left alive.
Naya.
Just float by Rumple, give him a hateful look, and reach out to touch the guy.
Reach out and touch face.
1 point of charisma.
Only 1.
It's a D4.
Why are you doing charisma damage? Kill the
That's
guy.
what her form does.
It's the
Also-
trade-off.
Yeah.
So change fucking forms.
If she does, then he
Considering
just
all
mauls
the
her.
fire in the room, this gives me a 50-50 chance of not getting incinerated. I'm pretty happy with this form, thank you. If someone wasn't throwing around fireballs, maybe I would have turned into something bigger, nastier to shred them to bits.
Reminds me, I have to mark off the last couple spells.
Arabella, it is your turn.
See, that's another fireball gone, and another firebrand gone.
Backing away, flipping off Rumple a bit. But it's like with Sylvan jazz hands.
Sylvan jazz hand.
Sure.
Very graceful wiggling of the fingers as a fuck you.
A very graceful fuck you! All I can say is be glad the second never got sneak attack because he does 7d6 or no 5d6 of damage per sneak attack and 2 points of strength damage.
Honestly, I think this spell would have worked so much better if I mounted it up in a PvP match, but
So yeah, just be glad he never got a chance to sneak attack somebody because that damage is stupid.
Awesome, I have perfect range for this too. And yeah,
Ah, shit.
What do? Anything, Arabella?
I'm not doing things. Give me a moment.
I
She's gonna kill
have.
herself. She needs healing.
I mean, yes, I am going to heal myself, but I will prefer to stay at this safe distance and try and destroy him.
Next.
Are you
With
capable of that?
what? That's what I'm
Yeah.
waiting to find out. What you doing?
God vengeance.
Beatific Vengeance.
Thank you.
Is it an attack roll or a save?
It's an attack roll.
Alright. You take a penalty because it's in melee.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Is it
Yes.
versus AC or touch AC?
That would be versus. Oh no, it's an instant. Will save for half.
Okay.
Big difference.
That is nothing like what you were saying. That is a fail.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
What it does.
What does it do?
This spell deals 1d6 points of damage per caster level. But if it was higher, if he was undead, I should say, he would be having 10d6 damage done to him.
So
roll the
how much is he
damage.
taking?
Now he's taking 5.
Alright, please roll.
5d6s?
Alright.
Spread on the dice.
I don't like having constant ones, but it's fine.
You got 1.
I know I only got 1, but it's a 1.
Look back, I had a roll that had like 3
And
runs.
Sheena
in it.
just needs to blow on him, not that she's gonna not, tear him to shreds.
Time of shreds.
Assuming she
She's
doesn't
gonna
fudge up the
overkill
rolls.
him. Yeah, she knows not prone, but she gets herself back up.
And he'll
angry,
take the attack of up!
He
Yep,
doesn't care at this point.
You might care.
that's a hit.
I like how that's all that Adam says is
That's a confirmed crit.
there.
Oh no.
Yay.
So,
And
crit card.
is for piercing.
And with weapon focus.
Oh. Well, Sheena will heal through it.
Hopefully.
Alright. So I will roll his damage.
How does a 16 hit her armor class?
16 plus 14, I think it is.
He has to hit in
Plus
strength
14.
and such.
So it's a 30 AC.
That's just on dice.
Yeah, I'm just rolling dice. 22 damage from the hit. And
Alright, so
then
roll a bit.
secondary effect.
DR applies.
3 points
and-
dex damage.
Ooh.
4 points strength damage.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
shit.
Well, good thing good thing she's raging right now.
There goes
Good thing
Arabella's
it's damage
buff.
and not drain.
Yeah, it's just damage, not drain.
That's a
What the
plus.
hell did she do? Or did he do
Looked
to her?
at it.
Strength check as well.
Like,
He's gonna try to trip you again.
are you kidding?
Down you go. You're still
You get
prone.
up, whack, and you're back down.
Still got your
Thank
standard.
you.
You can
Sheena.
stand up again.
You
and
still
attack
have your standard
prone.
action. You can stand back up again.
I'm gonna attack him even if I have a penalty from. I was gonna try to claw his foot.
All
One
right.
attack. At a negative
That's the
4.
one attack.
Roll and apply -4 to it.
Chain masters
Well,
are assholes.
also the
And that's probably
strength
doesn't-
going down.
That is a miss.
And swift
Uh,
action healing myself. And I use up the rest of my close heal.
Ooh,
Uh,
guy's determined to hang in
his
there.
turn.
Stay away from me. Stay
Teleport.
Fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh. Wait, he opens up the
You have
door.
to be able to see where you're teleporting to,
What?
right? Unless he's using.
Yeah, how's he
Depending
teleporting out
upon
of
the
a
spell
box?
he's using,
That's
it mimics.
nonsense.
So he left
Let me
us in-
rephrase this then. Because you are correct. I did miss that, and I did state the door was solid.
Well, it depends, because some do require, some don't.
Yeah.
So,
Specifically, the one he has
Is it the
does
teleport
require
ring?
line of sight, I believe.
I think dimensional door requires line of sight. I believe, maybe not. I know teleport. You just pick a spot and you're there.
This is neither dimension door nor teleport. This is an item.
What spell does it draw off of? He
Let
may
me
just be able to do it
see.
anyway. If he's guesstimating where he's at, which he knows his base.
Naya.
Mm,
Go
We
after him.
are host. Go after him.
How? We're locked in a room.
You're gonna have to assume that he's on the other side of the door, which I will obviously poke her head out. And if he's there, sure, I'll go after him. But if he went through like one of the walls or into a secret passage somewhere or down 10 feet, good luck finding him in this place. He could have gone up 10 feet and be on the next floor.
Well, everyone, it was a nice journey. We're gonna starve to death.
You know, Rumple would try to blow us out.
You're gonna try to blow up iron?
He can
Ah,
melt it.
okay. Says location within 60 feet, as long as you have line of sight and line of effect.
Woo! Stay
Which
in the box.
We're
means,
safe.
Stay in the box.
Stay in here with us.
Which
You're going
means-
to the corner.
move action.
Die,
opens
motherfucker,
door.
Die, motherfucker, die.
The door was
At
never
least he didn't
locked.
Tramp us in.
The door was never locked.
Does that please tell me player handbook says that gets an attack of op?
Yeah.
Please.
we're
I don't think
safe.
interaction with object provokes attack of op.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
hoping.
come
I'm gonna
on.
check.
Come on.
Why would it
hoping-
not?
I don't know. I don't think it does, but I've been wrong
It
before.
definitely should.
I'm looking it up.
I'm checking the grid. Let's see what it says
I'm a-
for opening objects. Please, oh please.
Please,
Not that I can really hurt him, but let's see. Standard actions, move actions. Lift an object, yes. Picking up an item, yes. Staying up for prone, yes. Retrieving stored item, yes.
There's a table.
Open door or close it, no.
Damn.
Ah, damn it.
what?
141, Adam. Player's handbook.
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
It's one of two things you can't.
Opens
that's one of
door
the things-
and boom. He
That's
is down the
bullshit.
hallway.
60
Although
foot?
the thing I will mention, there's a trail of sparks leading to where he went.
I think Jay's gonna beat me to this, but
60 feet.
How far does he get to go?
60 foot.
60 foot it can take him
have
if
a
the hallway's
question,
even that long.
Because I have not
Yes,
used this.
it is that
I
long.
have not used these yet. Can I use my Quicksilver boots and still make a full action?
Yes, swift action to use them.
Swift action to use them.
Excellent.
Yes, you can
Full-
swift action your entire move speed and then full round action behind it. That was the beauty of-
Excellent.
Yeah, that's why you use those. But you only get to do it like 3 times a day, I think.
15, 20, 25,
Which for
30.
incredibly expensive boots is an incredibly awesome thing.
Which
It's
gives
an
me, did you
amazing
give
set
me
of
that
boots.
item, Naya?
We didn't get to prep it and use it, no.
Fuck.
That's why I was kind of hoping next
so-
morning. But we're
That
gonna
would
go
be
with
That's
50
only
feet.
negative. That's only 2 minus 2.
Correct.
That's not over 60 feet. That fucker's going down.
Yeah, all you gotta do is hit him once and you put a sword through his chest. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, he's
Is
within.
the strength attack and damage?
No, it's just damage.
Okay.
Wait, are you talking about the belt? Oh god!
Oh, oh my god.
He may not have a head.
I regret to inform you that does not confirm, but that is enough to put him down.
It better be.
Yes.
Because he's got 12 temporary, damage reduction 4, which reduces that by 16, which turns to a 14. He has 3 health.
Javelin throw.
Oh, that's 100% damage.
Oh.
Yay.
All right. Line up.
Crunch.
And even if it didn't, the second attack would hit.
I was gonna say, just for good measure, the second attack is still going out.
Yes. Because
She's
versus
gonna
ranged
stomp up
attacks,
behind
he has a
his body.
27 base versus ranged attacks.
Good.
If
She's
he's
gonna
fighting
march up
defensively,
behind
which
his
he's been
body.
doing the whole time, his AC goes from a base 22 or range 25 to a 25 and a range 30. Because
Well,
they've both been
one-
fighting defensively this whole time.
Once he goes down, she's gonna walk up behind his body and lop his fucking head off.
Actually, it's still going to be round count.
Seriously?
Oh. Oh, he was gonna blow the place up, wasn't
No, he's not going to
No.
blow up his own place.
No. Hey Jay, remember what we did?
More
Oh.
people. More people coming.
Oh.
God.
He's in
damn
the
it.
hall dead. There's guards.
There were indeed guards.
How many guards?
Only 2.
Oh. We can handle that. Well,
Do I see any other person?
Oh yeah,
Am I able to throw my third sword at a different person?
you threw the third sword at him already. Remember?
That's right.
It's in
I
the
was
room.
I was hoping that I'd be able to.
Wait, that means it's round count, right? Does that mean it's my turn still?
It would be. Next up would be the second,
Who's dead?
Who's dead?
who's dead, and then the other guy
Oh, he's in between them.
who moves over to here and shanks the fucker.
What?
what?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
As you and roll me a spot check, Jay.
They got
What?
the armbands.
Roll me a spot check.
I was going to say the fact that he's actually green.
Yes.
You notice he's wearing a green armband. It's very small. It's actually more of a string, and it's hidden under the armor, but you can see the telltale sticking out from underneath the armor.
Just for the rest of you guys, I rolled that.
As he hits him for 26 fucking damage and drops him.
Oh no. Oh no. That makes it my turn though.
As it's just like, stab. Oop, my headset fell off.
You just
Stabs
echoed
him,
one guy.
and he just, thud. And he just stands there, and he looks at you, tugs that armband down where it's visible, and gives you a wave.
Here's the
She'll
problem.
wave back.
And then and yes, it is Rumple's turn. All you know is the guy went out the door.
Rumple wasn't there to know about the armband.
That was told to the whole party while you were there, yes.
Was it?
Yes, because it was before Naya revealed the location of the place.
I left before she revealed the location.
Yeah, it was before that.
Then roll me a D100.
It's
Whether or not he was listening.
Let's see if you were actually... I'm going to leave it down to dice because I don't remember the exact point you left versus the exact point she said it. So I'll leave it to dice. You did in fact leave before things were told.
Bull is panicking. Walks 20 feet out the door. Sees a guy. Looks like guard.
No.
Yeah.
doesn't matter a spot check. He gonna do something.
It would require a spot check, but he wouldn't
Which
know to do the spot check.
Yeah, he wouldn't know to do the spot check. So, hey, it's a fireball down the hall.
It's a fireball in the hall.
It's a
because-
fireball down the hall.
You're gonna do. Oh my god.
Well, Jay's probably just gonna step aside while they kill Rumble.
It's a DC 20 for that fireball, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
19
Okay.
19.
plus 3.
Then
plus 10.
evasion says ignore your fireball.
I was gonna say, am I able to?
However,
yell, watch
I need
out?
the damage anyway.
Because of the
boss being dead and the equipment.
No. There are prisoners
Because
in
of
there.
the hallway.
We're killing random people.
No. He.
As you hear
is killing
a shriek
random
from one of the
people.
cells.
he killed a slave.
Yeah.
Prisoner.
Can we get
Whatever.
a hallway visual?
I will draw out said hallway since you insist.
Yeah. We're doing
We're gonna
that
be in
thing.
round count. Can I see the hallway?
He's working on it.
I didn't expect him to get a chance to escape, so didn't draw it out.
Oh, nice knowing you, little man. Hope they treat you well in prison.
So that's the stairwell. Door. 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 Door.
Would it go around the corner though?
No. But you dropped it on top there. Those are bars.
I dropped it on the guy.
Uh-huh. These are mostly just bars.
Right in.
Not a straight solid wall.
Right in. Right in.
Oh, so the door, it's not a wall with doors in it.
It's a bar. It's like a cell.
Think a prison
cell.
cell block.
which has solid walls between the cells.
Between the cells, yeah. Let me
But
finish
where the
drawing it, and you
bars
can
are,
get a good visual.
it burns.
There are openings that you could actually that I can imagine like the old timey cartoons where they're right behind a bar wall.
Apparently, it's just a bar door, maybe, or maybe it's all. Either case, dead.
And let me get a random villager mini.
Huh. Huh. Huh?
Because remember I stated there was one in a corner? Dead.
Huh? Huh.
There we go. Prisoners. Because from him explodes. Has wall cover. Because facing the hallway is nothing but bars. The solid walls are between the cells, literally, and I will emphasize those
Oh my god.
with blue.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You
Oh.
okay?
yeah,
Cough it up.
I'm good.
That didn't
Oh,
sound
man.
too good. That didn't sound too good.
I've had
I
coughs like that.
smell right now.
Oh, what happened?
Oh my god.
The cat farted in her face.
No, the cat did not fart.
You sure?
Theo farted.
Oh! You're
I'm
killing your-
dying.
You just killed yourself
Those
essentially.
are the best. Those are savor that, Taryn. Savor it.
All right. So the parts for the cell block I marked in blue are solid walls. The parts facing the hallway are nothing but bars. Let me find an internet photo that'll work.
No, I got it. I figured it out. Whatever, I got it.
All right. And that was Rumpel. Naya.
Move action, transform. Move action, transform clothing into pants, shirt, and such for traveler. And standard action, swift action, transform fit to be more traveler based instead of find and such into actual clothing of cloth based nature, like twill. Sturdy and durable. And then 5 foot step this way to head toward burnt remains. I am now a beautiful, different type of fae. Physical.
Something with a physical form this time?
Yeah, I'm an Orin. Earth fae.
Arabella. You have visual to see Jay went through the door, chased after the guy, chunked a sword into him. Then I need a spot check from Arabella. See if
Idiot.
Unmute yourself, woman.
this time it's mute on mic, I think.
Yes, it was.
Silly girl.
All right. So you know Jay chunked a sword at the guy. He fell down. There was movement down the hall. Rumple blew up the hallway. And you can't see a whole lot of detail down there currently. You knew there were other figures, but then Rumple kind of blew it up and... Okay, now you don't know for sure.
Summon monster. Earth elemental.
So you're casting?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, that'll happen later.
Next round, that'll activate Sheena.
Gina gets up,
I can take him off the initiative.
angry.
I can take...
She has no idea what happened, but she knows she saw the guy get out and she chases after. Let's
Oh,
see.
Move
God.
action.
Here goes.
Rumple told her to kill.
Oh God.
Rumple said kill.
Okay, that was a move action to get up and a move action to get out, and that's
Doesn't
the end of her
matter. She's raging and feral.
Yep.
And you see dead body, guy standing over bodies with bloody sword.
Alright.
It is good thing we have Plan B.
I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this, but I'm probably going to wind up having to.
So that was... Anything else for Sheena?
That's all she can do. She can't do anything else anymore because it was one move action and another one to actually move.
Okay. Jay?
She's gonna yell at everyone to stop. That guy's on our side.
It's not going to happen.
And she's gonna kind of grab the back of Sheena's shirt.
Hey,
Stop
damn.
it!
She growls at
Don't make
Jay.
me whack you.
She can't talk right now. She's just growling and muttering an incomparable language
Don't
like
make
an
me
animal.
do to you what I did to the halfling.
She growls at you again.
Feel like
Doesn't
I'm
know what you did to the
Ragnarok,
halfling.
She
And this is
just
Thor
roars.
telling Hulk, "Stop fighting."
Just
but
for
big
reference, the
monster.
halfling
Yeah,
was
pretty
pushed
much.
into a water trough.
Oh, just for the love of God, stop! But big monster!
You're gonna have to deal with me, and I'm scarier.
just roars,
No, you won't, because then, click, and whoof, he's gone.
What?
He disappears.
Oh, thank God.
Panic button. He escapes.
Oh, thank God. Smart dude. Smart man. A round of applause for
A
him.
rounding of applause.
Round of applause.
She's not gonna pick Sheena up, but she's gonna like shake her. Like, stop it!
I'm gonna
Jesus.
remove him off the
He
board for
just
now.
doesn't understand what's going on. She just roars and just snarls at Jay.
Rumple.
Nobody around.
No enemies that you can see.
Rumple kind of slumps over on the like. He leans against the like door frame and slides down, wrapping his arms around his knees, rocking, going, "It's okay. They're dead. It's okay. They're dead. It's okay. They're gone."
Congratulations.
She just snarls at Rumple, but doesn't seem to be as loud as Jay's. Like,
All right, I got it.
She actually starts growling back.
So, does anybody have any actions specifically they're going to do that require me to stay in round count?
Not really. Snagging the two bodies, taking their equipment, making sure they're out, and dropping them at the front door.
Assuming you're going to be earth walking.
Yeah.
Does
Oh, look,
anybody
and
else have anything that requires us to stay in round count?
Nope.
not really. She does just gonna walk around like patrolling on an animal, snarling for endurance of her rage, like sniffing everyone, growling, and then finally snaps out of it.
You see prisoner, body, and a pile of armor in a corner.
Martha, I don't know what you found, but go find a real toy and not just a fucking little plastic trinket.
And then finally she calms down and her rage and
Just for good measure, when she sees you calming down, she growls at you again.
she growls back at her. Hey, just realize it's Bjorn is Svenna all over. It's Bjorn and what was your rogue's name again? All over
Svenna.
again.
Svenna.
Svenna.
Benna.
Okay, so I rolled the dice to see how many earth elementals I summoned. I'm impressed.
You got 3, and the fights are over.
Yeah, I didn't want to use them for fights.
What are you going to use them for?
Go find a real toy, Martha.
I was going to use them to bend the bars.
Oh,
The
you're
prisoners.
freeing a prisoner.
How do we know that that's beneficial to us?
You don't know shit.
But
The
Of course, you
cleric
also
is
know
just
that
fucking
Naya has
assuming.
left the room, and the bodies are headless.
Whatever.
That's
I
fine.
took the bodies whole. That filled in my bag.
Oh, you took the bodies whole. My apologies. The bodies are
But-
gone.
I mean, maybe, but
I'm going to scour the rest of the fucking room
I didn't take for the
For
first charge guy.
anything
though.
valuable.
He stayed behind, but I took the second and the boss.
yeah, I'm going to release them because they've already been through enough. They don't need to be treated any more worse.
Be right back quickly.
How are you letting them out there? You're bending the bars simultaneously?
Using 3 elementals to each bend a bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would probably take all 3 to do one door at a time.
They're size medium, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, but they don't have the highest of strength.
No, they don't.
But all 3 of them working together is just like, just bending all the bars apart.
Rumple can see all of these people?
The prisoners, yeah. And they look
Rumple's
in
kinda-
worse shape than any party member currently.
Rumple looks between Jay, who literally voiced, "This probably isn't smart," and Arabella, who's acting without any kind of thought between talking to people, and
I
just
did ask her to help people.
raises his finger and goes, "Nope!" and just points down the hallway as chain lightning cackles between all the living people.
I'm glad I'm not there for that. It'll
Okay.
be interesting when I get back, though.
The worst part about it is that she grew up in this type of scenario, so she's going to do everything she can to help people.
Thank goodness the probability of them being related to the other 2 groups is insanely small. Otherwise, there may be repercussions.
And they're all probably dead now.
What's
Oh,
with those
freaking-
fucking rolls?
I don't
What are
know.
their bonuses, though?
Chain lightning is a DC, what, 21?
DC 21,
22? 22?
22. It's a 6th level spell.
Okay. Then, one of them that would have made it actually doesn't. A 21 he could have made. A 22, no.
So, 51 and then half to the rest.
Dead. You get no XP for killing the prisoners.
Sheena, go calm down,
initial-
your
After
pet.
secondary, it deals your caster level in damage, maximum of 20.
I get it. They're dead. That's all I get.
So if you're 11th level, the first guy takes
I
26,
thought it
and
was
everybody else
half the
takes
damage
11.
of the roll.
Not based on this. Spell creates electric discharge, single stroke, commencing from your fingertips. Unlike lightning bolt, chain lightning strikes one object or creature initially, then arcs to others. Deals a
I'm back.
d6 point of electricity per cash flow up to 26s to primary target. After it strikes, lightning can arc to a number of secondary targets equal to your caster level, up to 20, and then deals half much again as primary. Okay, yeah.
Half as much again.
hmm
You're getting the
So-
wrong numbers mixed up, Michael.
Yeah, I was like, number of people, 20. It's like, wait, what?
Oh my
How
god!
could
What did
suck that
Rumble
up
That's
the
number of
game?
secondaries equal to caster level.
I would have for
Fry
1
a hell
second,
of a lot.
and I just came back to a whole bunch of.
Arabella was letting people out without saying anything, and Rumple just kind of went, "Masapenko!" and pointed down the hallway. And
Sheena
chain
just
lightning.
looks. Yeah, Sheena just looks at one of the dead bodies, smells it, shrugs, and it just takes a bite out of it.
What the hell?
This is why Rumple and Sheena get along.
Arabella immediately walks the hell out.
This is why Rumple and Sheena
You
get
hear
along.
Jay calling after you. That's what you get for not saying anything to the freaky and the freakier.
She
He
she
literally
doesn't say
just
a fucking
he
word.
hollered out as he pointed. Nope.
No,
As soon as Arabella gets out of earshot, she's gonna turn to the 2 of them and go, "We need to leave, unless you want to be stuck here when the fire spreads."
Nope. He gets on Sheena and he goes, "Let's go, doggo. We
She
can
just
feed
get-
later."
And they all leave.
She takes another bite and just leaves.
I was gonna
We
say,
feed
I will
later.
note for Sheena, don't forget your strength damage right now.
Oh, that's right. I did apply
Rumple
that.
doesn't weigh
You
very
know
much.
what? She's going to grab both of them, pick them both up
No, she's fine.
after getting her sword, and she's
fine.
going to
She-
carry them
Note,
both
Adam.
out.
She's fine. She still
Come on,
has a
no more
strength of
distractions.
18.
Let's go.
She's
I'm aware of that,
Get out
Michael.
of there.
Yeah, I know what they're doing, and they're gonna regret it.
So
Rumple only weighs like 35 pounds. Sheena's fine.
no, it's
No.
other shit. Y'all turn that corner, you walk up the stairs, there's a door. First one to get to it will be Arabella. What do?
I open the door.
You open the door. Initiative.
Ah,
Fuck.
Jesus
Oh,
You guys are in a
no.
place that's under attack with all the guards on high alert, and you're not healed up, and you're about to get in the face.
Ah, shit.
Okay, I gotta go first this time.
I haven't rolled my initiative yet.
So I'm going to move y'all back onto the stairwell.
It's a miracle that wasn't a surprise attack taking
Oh,
into
I'm
that
not first.
door.
Awesome.
They
Arabella
weren't.
did a knife to the
It's
throat.
one of those. The door opened. They looked. It's not their people, and there's not any of their people with them.
Maybe I should
And they've
use
heard
that.
the explosions. So it's
Now
first.
we,
Is it friendly? No. It dies.
now we hope that they're not spellcasters also, because everybody's lined up for lightning bolts and fireballs.
Well, you can either all die or you can let us pass.
Can we get him lay out on the mat, please? Shit! I was
How
hoping
long will
for
it take me to
Betsu.
come
That's what
back,
you
Adam?
get for causing extra noise.
Remember, y'all just opened the door.
Technically,
And
we
technically,
did,
Arabella went first.
Mhm.
Lydia, this is what happens when you do things quietly and doing stupid things.
To be fair, she was acting in character.
Storming off.
Doing
half
things if I heard-
It's gonna
we-
come back, half the party's gonna be
Wait,
dead.
if she was stormed off and we waited till she was out of earshot, we'd be further back.
Correct.
Yes. Oh no, Arabella, what's nice knowing you?
Well,
Nice.
Eden, it's good to have you as a thing.
Hey, I still have some spells ready. We're good to go. I
Y'all
didn't
are still
burn
back around the
everything.
corner a little bit.
All right, cool. Even better. What do I have left?
You guys technically aren't even an initial, almost really, and aren't even aware of
I've
the
got
situation.
Yes,
two
y'all are
chain
not aware of
lightnings.
shit's going on until. Oh, god damn it.
I've still got 2 chain
Why'd you roll
lightnings,
twice,
2
Lydia?
firebrands.
Accident.
I'm
I've
going to
still got
reset you
3
back to what you
fireballs.
had.
I'm good. I've still got 2 chain lightnings, 3 fireballs, 2 firebrands, and all my channeled pyrobursts. I'm good
That's
to
perfect.
You
I have
killed
tiles
all-
from Ophelia that can heal me.
You forget, you're also in a house of rogues!
go. Ah, shit.
You killed.
Use the fort save one or wisdom save when you're
All right.
I don't have any of that shit.
Use
Hey.
touch attack.
Stack any of that shit.
You
I
use the touch
stacked my
attack spell.
fire burn.
Use the touch
Alright,
attack
hold
spell. You
on.
have
I have to make some notes of what y'all have fought and what y'all have killed and what y'all have not killed. And I need to grab the other book because the signal for shit to go sideways was Naya delivering the heads.
Which means lots of people are gonna be storming this place, and it's gonna get really nasty.
This place is
Okay.
going to get very messy very fast. But here's the catch.
And
Y'all went out around the same time Naya is delivering the heads, so the people outside haven't had the signal to strike yet.
so you're doing it.
In between Arabella storming off and us catching up, I'm going to use the tile of cure moderate wounds.
Do that on your turn.
Yep, when it comes
Yeah.
around to your turn. We're
Yeah.
going to keep it
Back
in
on.
initiative. Y'all's initiative will not be quote unquote combat because you're not going to be aware combat's happening unless Arabella makes you aware. So, Rumple, non-combat stuff, not
No,
knowing combat's happening, were you
no,
going to
he
be doing
wouldn't do
anything?
He doesn't have self heals or anything like that.
Okay.
Eh, would it be my turn because Arabella goes?
Correct. I have not sorted things. Hold on. For some reason, you can sort. Ah, he goes first. Guard squad goes first.
Well, nice knowing you, Arabella.
Nice knowing you, Arabella. Oh!
Starting with a natural 1.
Does that confirm it? Is the question.
Does a 19 hit
Oh,
your flat-footed
no.
AC?
Wait. Wait a second. I need to take a look at this again.
Yes, because
'Cause
it's
I-
flat-footed.
No. Because I think the prestige class has a way around this. Divine Oracle.
I doubt it.
And another nat one. What the fuck?
Oh no, that's for that guy. Because he never left the room, and nobody went looking for him either. So, guy who ghosted and
No.
disappeared is still in the room somewhere.
No, I don't. But yes, a 19 hits my flat-footed.
Okay, then it is not a confirmed critical fail. It's just a miss.
Yay.
Second guy. Pretty sure that's gonna miss.
Lucky.
That one might miss.
You're the luckiest.
Damn.
Your god really did baby read right now.
18 versus flat-footed.
No, thank God.
18 does not hit flat-footed?
Oh, no, that one does hit. Bleh. 17.
Oh, okay. He is not the rogue.
That's good.
So
Is it, though?
his damage is only going to be 5 points.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
How much health do you have left?
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Naya, delivering the bodies. Sheena.
It's fine.
Oh, Gina has a gnome on her back,
No,
so she.
no. I was
Oh.
dragged with you, but I wasn't on you. I was kind of like clinging to you, but we were walking together. I wasn't on
The
you.
big question is, do we hear anything yet?
I think a scream?
Do you scream?
Most likely.
Okay.
Do you have do you have time to scream?
Oh, screaming would be a free action. Speaking is always a free action. Screaming is still verbal,
be
so I
more
would say
of
is a free
like-
action.
I think it would be more of a yell. It's just like, what the fuck? Ow.
Gina just goes over here and sees what's going on, but since she moved and can't charge, she just gets ready for herself for another charge on her next turn. So that's all she can do, really. Pouncy.
Arabella.
Pounce.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Arabella, going back real quick, because I made a mistake. Does a 16 hit your flat-footed, not 18?
No, it does not.
Okay, then you would not take the 5 damage.
Awesome.
I forgot. It is a doorway. He's attacking around it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, cover's a thing.
Yeah. It's like,
Doesn't
You're
matter
mildly
for me
covered.
because
Ah.
it's not total cover.
so
Not
for,
a total cover.
well,
Not
for
wrong.
Arabella not getting shanked, it matters.
Yep.
That's fair.
For her, it matters a great deal.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But yeah, it would be of like a what the fuck type of sound.
So it is your
Your
turn,
best-
Arabella. What do?
Wouldn't run away because then they both get attacks of op.
And stairs count as difficult terrain.
5-foot step. Or-
Can't.
God fucking bullshit.
Stairs.
He literally just said stairs are difficult terrain.
Fuck
You're
it.
on stairs.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I mean, it's a damn good thing that I always keep this spell prepped, but fucking hell.
Do it. Do it. Make
Do it.
stuff useful. Do
Do
it.
it.
You got into the lair without fighting the people out that are in it. Now you're
Doesn't
having
mean
to
we're
fight
gonna
your
get
way
back
out.
Frost breath.
We Riddicked our way into this place. Now we got
I
to Riddick our
remember.
way out.
Oh.
Cast offensively. Remember, cast offensively, Arabella.
Yes. God, yes. That's 2 attacks of op you don't want.
Miss.
I mean, unless you want the attacks of op.
Right.
Give me a moment. I'm sorry. If I sound pissed off, I am.
I could feel.
Hakuna Matata.
I could hear this.
What a
I can hear this.
wonderful phrase.
I can hear this
Hakuna
sneeze
Matata.
coming out of your ears.
Oh God, they're burning me!
Forceful X.
I
It's
could hear this.
basically. It's basically like burning hands, except
I'm aware.
nice.
Are you casting defensively?
Sure. Do I need to roll concentration or?
Yes.
Yes. If you do not roll concentration, you are not casting defensively.
All
Like,
right
It's
then.
pretty easy though. It's like a DC like 15 or 20.
It's 15 plus the spell level.
That's a like first or second level spell.
Second level.
No, DC 17.
Yes. Concentration, please. It's under skills.
But I mean, any spellcast worth their salt has like full ranks of concentration. I have a 20 to my concentration.
She
I
succeeds.
just have to not roll a 1.
How are you doing the cone? It's
Yes,
possible to
Martha.
style it in multiple ways. How are you styling it?
Can't I style it like that and then it doing like that number?
It spreads outward.
Just do it
Let me
like
see
this.
if I can get you a picture of it real quick of
like
what your
this.
options
You can do
are.
it like this.
Oh,
Literally,
yeah.
It would be this
One
square.
square, 333, or slight triangle.
The
Like
slight triangle
this.
is going to be your best option. Like this.
Yeah, that's the way I wanted to do it.
Okay. I will take a picture of this so y'all have this officially.
It's in the DMG.
It is in the DMG, but I also know people have a habit of not looking things up.
Also, I'm very pissed off for you killing my children, Rumple.
They're not your children.
Not your children.
My elementals are my children.
I
He didn't
kill your
frag
elemental.
them.
I fragged the humans.
The prisoner.
They're still here.
Yes, I only fragged the humans.
You've been ignoring them.
My children, I need you.
They're in the process of opening all the doors. There's 8 of them.
He realized what you were doing and fragged the humans before you could stop it, before you could get them out.
They're
That way they
still
couldn't
doing
run.
their last command, which is open the cell doors.
Yep. So there is a picture out of the DMG of how the different cones are done.
You kind of missed the one green hand at the top left, but
Yeah, I did. The 15-foot cone is obviously smaller. But yes, so it is reflex saves for both of them. Alright, roll me the damage.
Gotta pull up the spreadsheet.
As I don't even need to look twice for the rogue.
Pass raid means no worries for
5d4
the
plus
fireable
what
days.
else? What else do you have besides the 5d4?
That's about all it does, really, I think.
Yeah,
really
Burning Hands
does.
is not that great a spell.
Oh, it's not burning hands, it's kind of cold.
It's cold.
Same spell. Different element. It's the same spell, different element.
Okay.
But it does. Blah, 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 blah. All creatures damaged by the frost breath that failed the reflex saved are dazed for 1 round by sudden shock of cold.
Correct, so you can only take a single action.
But they still take their damage. It's not reflex for half damage, right?
No, it's still...
It's reflex for half, yeah.
they make the save. Do they suffer the days or no?
He failed
No.
the reflex, so he takes it.
Yeah, he's the one that took it.
The other one makes
You'll
his
take it and
save
you'll like it.
and is a rogue, so access denied.
Oh,
What damage I can do, I do.
Yeah. I haven't been marking... I don't have the health bars for them since they don't have a whole shit ton of HP.
Clear that quickly.
Rumple 5 foot steps around Sheena and sees what's going on and just dodge as a fireball goes off.
The equivalent of 4.
And, in other words, my death. Alright, guys.
He
Good
can't
thing.
see much
Fireball.
past you and up the stairs. He
Yeah,
sees
no.
dudes in front of you and goes, "They need to die."
So are you going to
Boom.
launch it into the room as far as you can see it?
I mean, I'm assuming I can't go much past like here, right?
Yeah, that's about as far as you can get. But I'm just
Right.
asking because I need to be aware for the rest of the room.
Yeah, it's about there-ish. He's not dropping it on Arabella. He's going,
Trying to get past her as best he can.
yeah, but I mean, she's still gonna get it. There's not much he can do about that. He's still, it's 2 squares up behind
Why
the road.
do you
but
hate me, God?
almost a
Lived
19.
this long.
Yeah, but Fireball's a DC 20.
Yep.
Mhm.
19.
And, alright. I'm gonna roll that thing now.
Get some
So
backup, save your life.
Yeah, I got backups. Oh, not backup items. But yeah, no.
So
the
Rumple
D100
just
doesn't happen
killed.
till later.
Well,
I'm back.
she
So-
she would have hit below the con thing.
32 off your current HP puts you at there.
Ooh, and Sheena sees that. And... Shit.
As Arabella hits the floor.
Oh no.
Sheena may. Ooh, I think Doggo's gonna bite the master's hand now.
I mean, she hasn't shown much love for Arabella lately.
But you haven't dropped a party member either.
And she's usually not aware of
He
the
didn't
surroundings.
drop it on the party member either. He shot it way past her.
Congratulations, you threw a hand grenade not at Arabella's foot, but in the next room, which blew shrapnel into her face and knocks her around.
Wait, is the fireball a DC 19 or a DC 20?
19.
19. It's a level. It's a
It's
third level spell.
6 mod plus.
She gets a
3
+2
plus
from
damage.
cover.
Yay!
Wow. It was
So
here.
she
Wow.
made it.
She's
for
in the
half.
doorway.
Nice. Reflex half. Yeah, it's a DC.
So
Well, at
half
least
of
you'll be
32 is only
responsible for
16.
it.
Because I'm like, wait a minute. If it's a 20, she's fucked. If it's a 19, she's fine.
Yeah, it's only a
It's a
third level spell.
19.
Alright. So, Fighter Dude is taking all of that. He doesn't have enough HP to survive that, so he is down.
Jay, I think you're the only one who may end up living.
Rogue Dude
Fine.
says, fuck you. Again. Because
But is it the same rogue that I dodged off earlier?
No.
Oh.
He's actually like within 5 feet of you right now.
Oh shit! Really?
Mm-hmm. He was going to go help Arabella, and now he doesn't know whether to help her or kill you. Because he can't tell if you're actually friend or not.
Killed all the prisoners, attacking the people supposed to do the job.
Yeah, he doesn't know whether to kill you or let you
would
live.
think by the continuous freaked out look on his face, it would end up being obvious after a moment.
Yeah. Rumple is looking legitimately like terrified. Like, I need to get out. I need to get out now. You need to get out of my way.
Claustrophobic, walls closing in.
I need to. You need to move. You need to move now.
That doesn't
I'm
mean
gonna
that
hit
he's
you.
not dangerous, though.
Correct. Jay, it is your turn.
Fireball explosion, smoke down hall.
I'd like
Arabella
to
was
use
that
that
way.
moderate wounds tile, but I'm not sure how because I know how to heal with Nexi, but not with that thing.
It
Move
is
action retrieve, standard action use, 2d8 plus 3.
2d8 plus 3. It's just
Oh, okay.
it is treated as a potion. It's an alternate version of a potion. So move action
Okay,
retrieve,
see,
standard
that's-
action use.
That's what I
Excuse me
wasn't
for a
sure
moment.
on. So.
Yeah. The tiles are an
definitely goes a
alternate
long
version
way.
of potions. Or variant, I should say.
Same difference.
Potions
I'm
and
good.
scrolls each have variants to them, and a tile happens to be one of the variants of potion.
Ah.
The skull charms that I use in the Thursday game is another variation of potion.
I'm good.
Alright?
My poor child.
I do feel like even if Sir Arabella survives, I think she's gonna be done with the party after all this.
Mm-hmm.
She may just be done with Rumple after all this. He's burned her more than twice.
3
Yeah.
times!
Nearly killed her. And this time Sheena actually saw it. Aside from all the blast in the room too. It's like you keep hitting baddies around Arabella and keep frying Arabella.
Does a
Person
20
you, like,
hit
traveled
Arabella's
with.
AC?
It's not my fault.
Yeah,
Arabella
but
doesn't scream when I.
Wait,
But-
no, it does not. I have 20.
But remember, I
Woo,
mentioned
kill
before,
Arabella.
the only as I said before, she only sees her as the Healy person. Otherwise, they're just acquaintances.
Yes,
like from
the
Pomora,
Healy
this-
person that we need for the mission's about to get murdered by the fire guy.
Who Sheena likes.
Who, Naya, at this point, you are outside depositing the heads.
Has somehow
I deposit the whole body with
Oh,
their clothing.
You're
I
dumping
took
the
all
whole
magical
bodies
stuff off.
minus their minus any
Yeah.
any equipment.
I asked for that.
Okay.
I'm allowed to take the equipment. I took the equipment from the 2.
All right.
You can send me that list later.
Rumple as the friend at this
Lay
point.
out body, lay out other
Yeah.
body, tap gopher, tell them Taryn, back we go for the others.
They
And
try
we'll shift down 5 feet. I'll start making my way back next round.
Rumple
Alright.
sees who gets. He goes. Rumple gets Sheena.
Sheena, what do?
Nah, Rumple uses Sheena. Sheena's just too
Remember,
dumb to know.
Rumple said when I cast kill.
Let's see what Sheena's gonna do. Sheena
Remember,
saw the fire, sees a bunch of smokes, goes over, looks at Rumble, then goes over to see if anybody's alive. Bumps into Arabella, and it's like,
Oh, you can see that Arabella is hurt, and that there is Arabella is barely standing, and there's a guy in the doorway who does not look hurt at all.
Sheena just looks at Arabella.
Arabella also looks very much burnt because thus far the only
Yeah.
damage she's taken is from burning.
Yeah, she smells Arabella. She smells him, she smells him, blinks, then gives her cheek a look.
So this is a situation of Arabella's weak and a spellcaster, so no real respect, and if you die, it's your own fault.
Is that
It's at
Sheena's
the
turn?
hands of another weak spellcaster.
Kind of,
Rumple's
yeah.
not weak in Sheena's mind. though.
All spellcasters are weak in Sheena's eye.
Well, she kind of befriended Rumble because he understood her and he respects her strength for what she can do.
He manipulated the shit out of her, and she fell for it.
Yep.
And
Is that all
knows how-
Sheena is doing?
And he knows
Yes, because she cannot go around Arabella and start punching the guy, if anything.
Yes, you can, but okay.
Is it a double
Not
door?
upstairs, the
Stand
double
adjacent?
You could go here
Right there.
and then into the guy.
Yeah.
Door is right
he's
there.
Okay, so let's go right here.
He's gonna have slight.
That's
cover,
why I
but
asked, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm doing this." Okay. Because next
Okay,
up would be Arabella.
He looks over at the guy and does. Okay.
That's why I asked you, Shig. What are
Okay,
you
okay,
doing?
I wasn't sure. Okay, I'm sorry. It's Arabella's turn then.
I really don't think that she would do this, but after the third time, I.
What you doing? You got
No. This is plots for afterward.
Well,
Well, it's
worry
your
about the
turn.
now. Make sure you can
Yeah.
survive.
Yeah, no, but total
Ooh.
defense.
Total defense?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Are there any other people that I can see in the room?
You
Does
can still
anybody
see
like-
that guy in the doorway. He does not look harmed.
But there's nobody else there,
No, the guy in the
He just-
doorway's still there.
and he laughed off my fireball.
He laughed off your fireball.
And Sheena's now in the way.
Yeah, unfortunately. He's full round actioning and doing a 1d8 pyro burst.
What the?
Oh,
Okay. If I remember correctly, full round action has an area of effect.
10
Does.
feet?
Where are you dropping it?
No, 15 feet. Sorry. Same place where he can hit it.
All right.
No, here. He can't go any further in.
There.
Oh.
D8s. 15-foot radius.
Oh, radius, so it's off a point. Not a square.
It's a mini fireball. It's 5 feet shorter than a fireball.
All right. So it's off a point. So there.
Get a corner.
Why is there a random red boxy thing on my thing? How do I get rid of this? There it goes. So, off of a point?
Yes, corner. Which would
Like-
be there.
That.
Well, they don't have to be here-ish. 'Cause, again, I can't go past this square. So, because that's where I had to drop the fireball a minute ago.
Yeah. Well, from the point I'm at, the arrow is at right now is where I assumed you started it for the fireball.
And it was 20 feet, which was able to frag
No,
Arabella.
see, I was doing it off the square, so I didn't think it was there. So I would have actually started it off of that point. Because that's as far into the room as he can see. He's not tall.
Oh, I keep forgetting your size small. Yeah.
I'm
If you were
size
size
small.
medium, it would be the 3. If it's
Looking at the steps, so would he be able to aim properly for the explosion? I mean, he'd be aiming 3-dimensional in the air at some.
he basically
Point,
hit
right?
the ceiling.
Above that spot, but it's as far in as he can see.
Yeah.
We're talking like 10 feet into the room at best.
Why do?
That's all he can see. He's 3 foot tall.
No, it's fine. I'm right now just messing around. But
You have that pulled up, Michael?
Can't-
It's up to 20 it's up to cast level times 20, right?
It's like 10d8s.
10d8. That's what I thought.
So what would the total character death be from PvP?
I have no idea. I haven't looked
This
in
isn't-
a
Quite
while.
high and
Or
completely
just PvP.
unnecessary. 10d8s, 15-foot radius. I
Reflexes for half.
almost don't understand all this happening this game session or the last 2 or 3.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter if it's half or not.
Like everybody's functioning with low in.
Oi!
Look at those numbers, Lydia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, Lydia!
Well, if you had doubts about Rumple and such and had any feelings, it's that Arabella is crispy in front of you now.
Yeah. Well,
Boom, injured, boom, almost dead, boom, dead.
well,
Well, she was weak and a spellcaster, and it's not like we need a healer for the Death Valley or a seer to navigate us with dangerous traps. We'll just do this. We'll just do this deadly run with no healing. Got this.
I am
I was
so
gonna say,
great.
in fairness, she had the chance to heal herself again.
She
Well,
did.
that much damage would have still put her down, most likely.
Yeah.
1
she
point
could've-
higher.
She
if
was
she
at
had to make
7
a save or
HP.
die.
The most she could heal.
3d8 plus
She
12.
she could also have move act. She could also just move action, close door, and just say something or total action, withdraw, go back, and there were so many other things she could have done.
There's
but-
a
Oh.
whole lot of options for everybody.
There was a
with
lot of
them
options for
differently.
everybody. Sheena
Because-
could
Excuse
have
me,
gone
I had no
up,
part in that.
and
No, Jay's the only one.
It's fine. I mean,
No, it's not going to end well.
You want to see what Jay was planning on doing?
we're having to stay in initiative for something because
oh,
I have to ask. Does
boy.
Rumple, aside from having blown up the other guy in the room, what does Rumple do next? Because it's like, yeah, you dropped Arabella. You also got the other guy.
Finally got the rogue.
Yeah, he got the rogue. He failed his save. What does Rumple do?
I mean, the guy dropped.
Yeah.
Rumple slumps over and rocks again. Okay, they're dead. Okay, they're dead. Okay, he's gone. Okay, they're dead. Okay, they're dead. Okay, we're
He's
good.
having a panic attack.
basically,
Yeah.
All right, I gotta.
Okay.
Next up is Jay.
She's gonna go back to the other room. Her eventual goal is to go and sit in the chair. She's gonna sit in the boss's chair and just cross her legs and cross her arms and wait.
So you're just waiting for Naya to show up.
That's all she's gonna do. So I'm just gonna put her back there because that's literally where she's gonna go. And she's gonna go and sit in the fucking chair, the
We
boss's chair.
I was not told to stay in the room. I will point that out.
You were also not told to free the prisoners.
Okay.
She can interpret what Naya told her to do as help the others, as in, oh, help the prisoners too.
Oh, shit.
I did leave that pretty open.
You also have to keep in mind that the way that I have written her backstory is that if she saw anyone like this, she would
Yeah.
let them go.
Also
I
true.
would too.
I'm having to check something because there might be more bad things happening to the party.
Oh my god.
How many rounds do I get back?
Um,
Double moving at 30 only.
2.
though. Okay. So another 2 rounds. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, going through dirt, yeah. The Naya subway system will soon
I'm-
arrive.
I'm having to look some stuff up and see based on certain things.
Required for Jay. Well, this is definitely going differently than what I had thought would happen.
All right. Well, that's gonna happen.
Those two guys are dead, so what happens next?
Next is Rumple getting stabbed.
Ooh, sneak attack. I
Because
take it
I've
he
been
didn't
rolling
think
for this
Rumple's
guy.
a
He's
good
been watching
guy.
this whole thing. He was assigned to uh, clear the guards when y'all were done and assist y'all because y'all were assisting them.
He cleared the guards. We're good.
Yes. However, he is also sees no reason to help, assist, or even let live something so dangerous that would kill its own teammates, express zero remorse other than, okay, it's dead.
So either you're pure evil or else you're technically a double agent who's turned on his teammates.
Pure
Either
evil.
way, the guy wants to get rid of you.
He would, in this case, he sees Rumple as a threat to his own organization. Because if this guy is willing to turn on his team, his own people, what's to say he won't do the rest to them?
He wasn't turning on them. He didn't target Arabella. That's
Sheena's
just
gonna
collateral.
shred him.
It's collateral that you are currently expressing zero remorse because he's been rolling sense motives on you. He's been getting over
Collateral
20.
4 times.
So
in
you
one
can't tell that he's
session.
panicked with a sense motive?
Oh yeah,
He can't
panicked.
tell that he's
And that
freaking out?
once the fight's over, is just because that's the one he failed.
And
Is sitting
he's,
there rocking, going, "It's
He
okay,
didn't shank
it's
you on the
dead."
first round when you burned him. He waited for roughly 30 seconds or more while you cleared out the enemies.
Yeah,
And trying to
you
figure out
also
what he did
attacked
or
him
bad.
from the start.
He didn't know he wasn't a bad guy.
You didn't
He
stop.
might have messed-
He clearly had the thing displayed. You stepped into the hallway. His
Rumple didn't
armband's
know.
visible, and you blew him up.
Rumple
He
didn't
assumes
know.
everybody in the party knows.
Everyone but Rumble knew.
Correct. It was
We
a
were all
deal
together.
made.
It includes the party. He knows who's in the party.
So,
It's
based
just
on
not
his
good.
information, y'all had a
There's
standing
more
deal.
baddies in the hallway.
Apparently, you're willing to kill
Explosions.
anybody regardless of what.
Oh, those explosions are going to draw more attention too. Shit.
Besides, he's not exactly good aligned either. He is, however, lawful.
Shadowy
Oh, that
Thieves
makes it
Guild.
worse though.
Sure, they're totally good people.
Yeah,
No.
he's not good aligned. He's not. He
Yeah,
is,
that
however,
makes it worse.
lawful
Lucky.
neutral.
Oh, really?
Just think Nexi.
He's not pure evil. His job is to spy. His loyalty is to his organization, to his people, and to this town.
Nexi on a
Which Rumple just burned
helpful
down.
day.
Yes. By the way, Rumple, when you left the inn and did what you did, you were followed. You were watched.
Really?
They saw what you did.
Even though I was invisible, I was followed.
That's not impossible to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, invisible and such is pretty low level spell. Not to mention there's other ways around.
Then there's the other fact of dirt roads, alleyways.
Muddy
Trail.
mining town, so footprints.
And he had a natural 20 to watch you.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Ooh.
Oh, that's what the
That's what
20
that nat
was
20
earlier.
was to spot you going out the door.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So it's
Besides,
not just the
door
burning of
opens.
teammates.
Nothing happens. Door closes. Nothing came out. Suspicious. And invisibility gives you a plus 20 to your stealth. To hide. Based on the spell.
So your hide check with bonuses for being small versus his. Oh.
The fact he actually had ranks because they were watchers. Now, that watcher is a different faction, so he did not inform this guy. But so this guy doesn't know you tried to burn down part of the town.
Oh, that should be more reason.
Did they
If-
get all of it?
Oh yeah. They cleared up the traces.
So we may get backlash on this if and when we get out of this house alive.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Don't you just love party member antics that they don't tell people about?
Okay,
Not
I have to
really.
point this out that this is the first time I actually ever heard Michael curse.
Well, we're basically looking at half the party dying going up the steps, us getting out thinking we're golden, and having people fall us into the mist and kill us in our sleep. Now,
Well,
so this possibly could, worst case scenario, be a TPK over pyromantic antics.
I claim absolutely no responsibility for what has occurred.
So
At the
that's
very least, we're only a healer down. for
18
a long
versus
mission
Rumple's
outdoor
flat-footed.
dungeon.
Yeah, I'm 99% certain that'll hit.
Yeah. And sitting
I
is
think
not
my
prone,
flat-footed.
but so it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
the
only an 8. I'm a 17 flat-footed.
okay. The other one will miss because he pops up visible. Um, so the second attack is against you. Well, the first one is your denied dex. Second one, you're not. Whatever. It's not an invisible attacker.
How
So
much
only.
total damage?
I have not rolled yet.
Everything you know is wrong.
Wrong.
Fuck.
Yeah. Weird Al's version of that song fits real well right here.
All right.
Sheena,
so
save me!
Up is down and short is.
that is a +1.
Well,
That's
Michael,
a great.
24
After-
damage.
I'm here. I'm just listening to all your mayhem.
no,
As whoomp.
Why is my thingy not going down?
It did.
Oh, it's not showing on my end.
It shows you are currently at 29 HP.
Didn't show on my. There it goes.
As he becomes visible and stabs you.
Sheena!
And says in common, those who betray their own, I have no reason to help, aid, or let live.
I didn't betray my own. I killed the things.
And your own.
That was collateral damage.
Exactly. You shed no tears for killing one of your own. I will shed none for killing you.
ooh,
Oh, hell.
Ooh.
Naya, you are currently traveling underground.
One round. One to go.
Sheena,
Looks at Arabella, smells her, looks back at Rumple, looks at the man.
you
She
heard
looks at
him
the-
say all that.
Yes. She looks between the two. Looks over at Rumple with a "I'm sorry" glance. Then enrages and feral trance.
I'm curious as to who's getting eaten.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know who's getting eaten.
I don't either. Oh, I told
He's
him just to
all-
play his character.
All I'm gonna say is Rumple is screaming for Sheena's help.
Oh,
I honestly don't know where this is going to go. This is going to be
Rumple
interesting.
is flailing and demanding his doggo to help him.
Unfortunate. Yeah, about that.
So, Shig, do what you gotta do.
do
Yeah,
it,
play your
do
character,
it,
bro.
Just play your
do
character. I'm
character.
very curious.
And lands and jumps onto Rumple.
Oh,
As
oh.
as bad as it is to have a player death, shit happens. I was not expecting Sheena to jump Rumple.
The vengeance.
I
arc
was
is
expecting
amazing.
Sheena to jump the rogue.
Well, here's the
Agreed.
problem. With what the rogue just said, now he has to stab Sheena.
Would he, or would he consider this the team members putting down a traitor?
I was going to say more of an act of revengeance. Or vengeance, yeah. That word. I can English, I swear.
You can English? You sure?
I'm positive. Mostly.
I had to roll for him real quick. All right, so this is versus Rumple.
Yes.
Then Rumple is torn to shreds.
19, 19, 18. You sir do not have the HP for that.
Rumple is torn into pieces. Little bitty Nomi pieces.
The gnome is shredded.
After that attack, she just looks at the man covered in blood, but then she just
He's got his
going-
weapon ready. He doesn't know if you're going to turn on him or not. He failed his sense motive.
yeah. So that's all she can do at this point. That's the end of her turn.
All
I
right.
was not expecting that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Jay went to the other
Moving
room.
back and, yep, I went and I sat in the boss's chair.
The boss did not have a chair. There was no chair in
I'm
there.
I'm sitting. I'm.
There's the
exactly
table
where
you
he
can sit
would've
on.
been. I will move the table back to where he normally would have been, like when we walked in, and I'm going to be sitting on that then.
Okay. His turn. gestures to Sheena, not with the blade. I have no reason to fight you if you acted in vengeance for one of your own.
Sheena's lost her mind. She's feral trance.
He doesn't know shit. All he knows is she's something like a barbarian.
Yeah,
Sometimes
she
words
gets
get through to them. Sometimes they do not.
They don't. She's gonna get shanked.
So it's one of those. He doesn't know. He's gonna say it, and then he's going to cloak.
Can't see what you're fighting.
You can probably move silent and slip by her, at least back up.
Oh, yeah. He's
Ooh,
ghosting.
that's a good dice.
He is ghosting.
Good luck.
Well,
Naya, it is the second round.
So I'll finally make it back to here. So
You'd make
next
it back
round,
into the
actually,
main room.
I'll be able to pop up in the main room next round and say hi to Jay. So one more round.
Sheena,
Well, she has no idea. Okay, Sheena.
She has scent.
you have
Well,
scent. You
I have
know
scent.
that he is that way.
Yeah. Well, she picks up Rumple's dead corpse with her mouth, walks over where his scent would be the strongest, looks around, thinking that he is there. She drops it, and then, like an animal, like sort of, almost like bows down in a way, like I'm
Like
giving you
presenting
an
an offering almost.
like a cat.
yeah,
A cat going, "Hey, master, look what I killed. Here's this for you."
something like that.
Mouse with
Like
no
that.
head.
She just like so she can't speak. She just makes a lot of like panting noises, like so enraged, but still.
All right. Jay, you
Chilling.
see what looks like Naya entering the room, or at least you hope it's Naya.
I'm I'm not gonna make any threatening poses. Nothing.
Gonna be coming through the floor slowly.
I do think that Naya is going to realize when she sees Arabelle.
Once she sees the bodies, it's going to be an interesting story to tell
Fire
Naya.
and dead person. Yeah, there's gonna be problems. James
Yes,
is gonna be
but-
pissed.
Oh yeah.
Jay
no,
doesn't have much blood on her at all.
Nope.
And
So
less
Naya.
torch marks.
My turn.
Yes.
Come up through the floor where I left from. Oh, the other dead guy's right there still.
I'm assuming you took both of them.
I just took the second and the boss.
Okay.
If that's the other guy who got badly incinerated,
Yeah, he's not even distinguishable as to who or what he is.
so his equipment's probably toast also.
He just seems to have basic gear.
Not important. Just looks over at Jay. I'm back to
In
take
fact, it looks like his gear is more along the lines of, as you're looking at it a little bit closer, what would be appropriate for someone who does torture.
Ah.
He was the
Okay,
assistant.
Okay, so of no concern. Yeah, I'll just pop up. I'll just tap the ground, let go for no to stay, and I'll just turn Jay. Okay, ready to. Where is everyone?
They decided to go around and open the door without checking or healing, or the Arabella had a fit.
Arabella had a fit.
Get out of here in one piece. Either all of you should have left together, or you should have waited for me. My fault for not speaking
You
up.
know her temper. All I know is that she opened the door and fighting started, and I turned around to sit down.
I'll have Gopher heal you if you wait here, and I'll get the others.
That's absolutely fine with me.
I'll tap
I'll
the
go
ground,
get the others.
and I'll tell Gopher to
doesn't know
go
either.
Yeah, Jay doesn't know either.
I'll go get
20,
the others.
25,
The worst
30,
You might
35,
want to hurry. Last
40.
I knew, Arabella was a little hurt.
You walk into the
And-
room, into the hallway.
Um,
You see a dead Rumple, a bloody Sheena, and you
dead
don't see
people in the
Arabella.
Rooms.
And all the prisoners are dead.
Slash roll. Okay. Spot check to make out what kind of injuries he has. Try. What the hell happened? Why are all the prisoners dead? Why are some of the doors open? Why do they look like they've been cooked?
Oh, you see elementals just opening the bar doors still.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I can assume that's Arabella. So no,
Wouldn't
no
they
problems
be
there.
disintegrated now?
Absolutely.
They last for rounds, and they just follow the last instructions.
Yeah,
so
they just
keep
follow the
going
last
until-
instructions they
Even
were
if
given.
the caster dies,
Yep.
that's dope.
That's how so many work.
Yep.
My
They were given
children-
instructions until they are given instructions. Otherwise, or complete their task, they are bound to continue what they're doing.
That's
I'm
awesome.
sorry, my children. I left you.
That is awesome.
That's sad, though.
That's fucking awesome.
It
In
might be.
fairness, Adam might have been 2 sessions early, but somebody did die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I meant to say that because there was the player who left, who their character walked off unarmed, unequipped, and then got murdered.
And
Arabella.
following up by Keen Sense Alert, Adam.
You rolled the exact same
Clarity.
thing.
I know the invisible guy's there. Plain simple.
He seems to be alternating, looking between Sheena and Rumple.
I look at him, go, is the job done? Things handled? And can you please advise me on what actions are best next? I look over Sheena. Sheena, are you okay? And Sylvan.
Can't
He
speak right
looks
now.
at you in surprise. And Sheena probably growls.
Oh wait, I
Basically,
had that
look-
ability, but I can only use it. Okay, I know what to do next turn.
I got rocky, bulky, Phelan appearance, and well, now it's like, okay, Gina can't talk to me, and other guy, are we good? Everything completed? What happened? Can you tell me what happened?
Sheena,
He looks
Sheena's-
at you in surprise. Looks
Sheena
at Sheena, and it's Sheena's turn.
well, Sheena at this point, she's just too calm. She just calms herself down that she snaps out of her rage out of her free will. Then she activates her ability, peering into the spirit realm, which lets her actually. see
You remembered you
invisible
had that,
people.
huh?
Because she heard Naya speaking to someone that's not there. So now she can actually see the man for a short time, and now she can actually speak.
He is there.
Oh, there is weird man.
There is weird man.
Looks at you in surprise as well. It's like, wow. Interesting.
She just nudges the dead gnome like, here, you take. It's for you.
Oh.
I am not a prize to be won.
You're
Too late.
dead.
No, but you are an offering.
What?
The guy looks between
Sheena?
Naya and Sheena is like,
That's
Looks-
not quite right.
looks at Sheena. We need not worry about it anymore. The traitor is dead.
Yeah, he owed us 2,500 gold. We'll take it from him.
No,
Oh, damn.
little man.
Gestures to the body. Feel free.
Thank
He
you.
just
Excellent.
He killed one of yours. I saw it as betrayal against all.
Naya's gonna get a wide open mouth look of. Say again. She just looks at him and goes, "What? What happened?"
Gestures to the stairwell. He blew her up. Twice.
He blew her up twice.
Twice.
He lit our
And he-
cleric on fire 2 more times. On top of the
Yes.
3 previous.
Why did
Oh,
you
that's a
keep
total
him
of
that
5.
long if he was that dangerous?
Good thing he's dead. I would have done it.
Well, the body is yours for you to do with.
That
I merely
will.
eliminated a traitor and a threat.
She
If he's that willing to betray his own
Honestly.
and not seem to shed a tear or any regret, then I
Um,
see him as too dangerous to be in this town, and there's no reason to believe that he would honor any deal already in existence.
I have to state out of character at this point. We just lost our damn guide and our damn seer. We have no idea where we're going.
Out of character?
And we don't
Yeah!
have a healer either.
To be fair, Rumple got you guys as far as he knew how to get there.
Okay.
The seer had the
Which also
guide
would've
as to where to
infuriated
go,
Naya, as
which-
you claim to be a guide.
which
He
thankfully,
knew how to get to where we were. That
Thank-
was what he promised.
thankfully, the seer in question did tell you what she learned.
Thank God, yeah. It only helps to a little
Quite
bit.
literally.
And Jay and her did get some information on mapping, so hopefully between all that we can get a general idea instead of searching the whole damn valley.
But yeah, we're
Yes.
supposed to go and enter from the northwest.
Well, at least Rumple's gonna pay back his debt of 2,500
So
with
speaking
interest.
speaking of that, here's what I've got worth cold. He's got a magic bedroll.
Go ahead and
Fine.
post it in Discord, make it easier.
Yeah, just in the
If you
loot
could.
channel.
Just copy
And
paste.
I'll then convert it over onto bag
I'm
of
just gonna
holding.
go like this.
Because I'm assuming everybody's going to collect the 2 party members' bodies.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Next is Arabella on top of the 2 boss and the secondary. I'll
Well-
just put it all in the party loot bag.
I think that. All right. Yeah.
She's
I-
gonna holler down the hallway. If anybody has an issue that's not part of the other 2 surviving outfits, you can send them in. I'm good. I'll deal with them.
The rogue is still invisible.
Yeah, but Sheena can see him. Naya can see him.
I could see him for about a round.
I can see
Yeah.
him for like. For
She
6
made the
rounds.
check to notice him thanks to a skill trick.
I
Yeah.
can see him for like 3 or 4 rounds.
I'm not gonna type it. I'm just posting a screenshot of my inventory loot. Where do you want it?
In the probably either player stuff or loot
Loot
Put it in
list.
inventory.
or inventory.
Well,
Yeah, not loot.
This.
I would recommend to sell all this shit.
I don't have
okay.
all the prices
Never
for some
know.
of the more recent things that he's picked up.
There
But-
might be some useful shit.
Also, Kazu, we'll need a list of all the spells in your spell book because that is valued.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because each page is worth like 100 gold, so we're looking at bite.
Uh,
Not to mention
Fourth
those
level and higher is
tier
worth more.
spells are going to sell even more.
Ooh, that headband's gonna sell good.
actually,
Get
no.
the-
The most expensive thing he owned, most valuable,
The dagger.
his spell book.
Yeah,
The
my
spell
spell
book.
book.
Oh
Hands
God,
down,
yeah,
those
and that
fourth
dagger
level
is still a
higher
cursed
spells.
object.
If you put the headband
The party
on
has a
Sheena,
cursed
she doesn't-
item and doesn't know it.
Hey, imagine putting the headband on Sheena. She has a plus 14 intelligence. Hey, what are you putting this thing for? Wait, what am I
does
talking
that
like that?
cloak do?
It's Baleful Passage.
All right.
Basically allows you to
I-
switch with someone,
Yeah,
teammate
it's a
or
cloak of
enemy.
Baleful Passage.
Wait, why am
I have the spell too. We also have the spell in my spell book.
Yes. I believe outside of retrieving party members' bodies, y'all were going to exfil out via Naya style.
So
Okay.
basically, Jay will get healed for quick 2d8.
Sheena does look a little bit.
2d8
Like-
and 2d8. As
You
Okay,
can
so
ignore
26
what
Gopher will just
altogether?
keep using the item. Pretty decent rolls, Gopher. We just need basically a total of the number of spells really in your book and a list of all of them that are 4th level or higher.
So you're only
Well, I
healing.
gave you everything. You said copy and paste my spell book. So
Yeah, that'll
that's
work.
my fucking spell book.
Okay.
Thank
That'll
you,
be
sir.
good. Well, at least we have a means to basically go and recruit people as I can go back to the port town to basically hawk this stuff and everything. We'll have downtime to explain things to James at the new people, so won't be an issue, honestly, considering I can make the trek in a
there's
day.
some pretty decent spell stuff there.
Yeah.
He's got 500 gold worth of flask of alchemical fire. He had jade ships. He had fucking hunks of quartz for certain spells. He had 2 blank spell books, the full spell book. He had boots of passage, the transposer cloak.
Yeah, he had some
a
nice shit.
headband. He had the ring of protection. That
The
cursed
dagger.
The dagger was 10k, 10 fucking k.
It's cursed, though.
It's cursed, but
so-
nobody knows it's cursed.
Nobody knows the curse on it. He couldn't tell you.
That requires an identifier to know the curse. Otherwise, you pick it up and try to use it, and now that person's going to be cursed.
Yeah, it's a pretty good curse. That's why he was trying to get rid of it.
Wait, I have one of those tiles. I will use one of those as soon as we get a chance.
But you don't know
I
about
had
the
a pretty
curse. The
spell
curse
book,
only
too.
allows you to
All we
ditch
know
the item.
is that the dagger has something going on with it.
Great
He
curse would just
used
allow you to get rid of it. It wouldn't actually override the curse.
yes. It allows you to remove it from you because normally a cursed item you cannot get rid of.
Which means you pick it back up and try to use it again after removing the curse, then you're cursed
Hell
again.
no, I'm not touching it.
But again, you don't know it's cursed.
Right. But my
Now I was going
thought
to get it
process
identified.
is it's Rumple. If it's on his person, it's some form of magic, and I'm not touching it until I know what it is.
I'll be honest, that is a fair assumption. Knowing
Yeah.
Rumble.
No.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry
No
Christmas.
problem. Well, Adam, all that stuff I wanted to do, I think I now have the money for it.
Damn it.
So,
You're
Naya,
welcome.
Naya, are you gonna heal Sheena or not at all? Or the other field is for.
Yeah, that
Go-
fucking
Gopher's
that
got the
headband
healing.
was
Yeah.
Okay.
that headband
Naya
was
doesn't have any healing magic set.
Well, this I think is a good official end for the session. We will
Jesus.
cover probably small stuff after the fact.
I'll start
I
sorting
need a
stuff.
new
and-
character sheet.
Yeah, I've got to hand some new character sheets out to people.
I
Or
already
the-
God
have
damn it.
some. I'm good.
This is the end of the revenge and retribution arc.
Let me.
Art.
We should
Revenge and
probably keep the wands and the bag of holding because that's always useful.